What's happening, everybody? Happy Tuesday night. Hopefully everybody's doing wonderful. Hopefully you're having a great week. Welcome to Wrestling with Reality. I am John, and of course, joining me as always is my partner, the man who I will defeat yet again tonight, Mr. Richie Rich. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, brother, man? I'm happy to be here tonight. We've been talking about this night for a long time. Love doing contests on the show, man. It's a real good way to get everybody interactive and have some fun. And tonight's going to be like any other because, you know what? We're going to do theme songs, man. So it's going to be a good time if you're a wrestling historian. Strap in, participate in the fun. Me and John are going to compete, and Jude the Dude's going to moderate again. So I'm excited.
Jeremy's here. This is Good Tuesday evening, wrestling fans. John and Richie have a great show lined up. Looking forward to a great night of laughs and conversation about wrestling. Rewind is here. You don't even need to call him tonight.
Say his name, and
Here he is. Let's get it, he says.
The myth, the legend, the Rewind.
Hey, Rewind, do you like my name tonight? Hook's protege this evening. I'm going to pledge my allegiance to the one and only, the man from the Red Hook area as well, Mr. Hook.
Nobody even knows where that is.
Everybody knows where the fucking Red Hook area is. It's the toughest streets in the world, bro.
Yeah.
It's what brought out the legend that is
Yo,
Hook.
Derek. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what's going on, Derek? How's it going, man?
Where's
Everybody
Blackjack at?
Blackjack, I'm sure he'll be by tonight. He says he loves it. Welcome to the FTW family. Yep. It's a very proud family, isn't it, Rewind? Very proud family. Richie, he might be joining the family here soon. It remains to be seen if he'll be welcomed in.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be welcomed into the FTW family?
I'm okay. I'll start my own New World Order on this side of town.
All right, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Well, we got a great show lined up for everybody tonight. We're going to do wrestling theme songs at the end of the show, but we're going to open up the show. We're going to talk about a little modern topics. We're going to talk about the season debut of Smackdown this last week, and then we're going to talk about UFC 306 too, because I definitely wanted to hit on that. Me, you, and Rewind had a chat going the whole night. Jeremy went to bed a little early that night, and he didn't partake in that conversation, but we were having a good conversation throughout that show. We were pretty freaking spot on, us three, in that with our predictions, weren't we?
I'm gonna say UFC 306 at the Sphere was a huge success for UFC, but I will say in the same token, my feelings about it as a whole, it was kind of a letdown. You know, on the main card, they were all decision fights.
Yep.
You know, so there was a couple of them we'll get into and stuff like that were great. But if you watched up to the co-main event and before that, I think you would have had a nice time watching the show. But that main event and co-main event were not exactly what they were as advertised to be.
Yeah, very much. We'll get into that in a little bit here, and tonight we have a great contest as well at the end. It's going to be the theme song contest. First, it's going to be you guys. I picked 20 theme songs from late 80s on, and we're going to run it kind of like we did the last competition. Honor system. You can get on the video if you want. You can type your answers in. We know everybody has the honor system, and we take you at your word that you're going to give us the answer at the right time, and it's what you really thought. You're not cheating. So I know Richie's not going to be able to cheat when I kick his ass tonight, and we have a nice little side bet later on. Would you like to describe the bet, or should I?
No, I'll take the reins on this one because I know it's what's going to happen. So,
okay.
Yeah. So me and John, we have a wager. It was, there was a lot of wagers brought up in our group chat that we have. Title belts and all these different things, bragging rights, whatever. What me and John are going to do is the winner has to buy 2 shirts from Pro Wrestling Tees and send the loser their shirt of the winner's choice, which then means that on the following show after they receive their T-shirt, they will have to sport said shirt.
Anything they want.
Anything they want.
Anything they want. Anything they want. It's going to be good.
It'll be a fun time.
I got a great shirt picked out for you.
I've got one for you too, straight up.
Oh, bro, the one for you.
That's the hint, straight up.
Straight up. All right, I'm looking forward to it. Yours might make
yours is a hook of a time.
Mine is gonna get you. Is gonna make the ladies all flock to you.
You had a part 2 to yours though. That's not even fair.
There is a part 2 to mine. You got to get some beer next time. Then you can finally have we can have the
Oh,
chug
you
off.
mean the beer that I actually finished and you
Oh
leave?
yeah. Well,
I
I offered we were going to place a wager on that too. The same thing. The
It's okay. The
loser.
next show we'll do that.
Yeah, the
Next show
loser
we'll
would
do it.
then have to buy the shirt and wear another one. So I had 2 great shirts picked out for you. So
It's okay. It's okay. We still have that contest coming the next episode.
yeah, it's all right. Don't worry. I'll defeat you again. It's
Yeah.
going to be an easy victory tonight.
As long as you finish the beer, man, you won't get disqualified.
No, don't worry. It's okay. We'll take this. We'll take this bet next time. But you'll be sporting a great you're gonna be looking sharp.
Yeah, that straight up shirt is gonna be phenomenal.
We might need to get that Clover head off you though.
No, that ain't happening. That's not happening.
He does sound a little scared, doesn't he? Rewind. I tell you. When you get taken under the learning tree by Pete, okay, then you're good.
Pete
you haven't been taken under the learning tree,
so it's okay. We've already proven that today.
When you've been taken under Pete's learning tree, then you'll be ready for this competition. But you're not ready for it.
I'm surprised you guys still respect Pete after his wrongdoing.
I don't know I have no clue what you're talking about. Okay. Derek Everhart says, "Are you sure you want to test the wrestling god again? I may be just as good with theme songs." Well,
Derek, I think that you may take the cake tonight. I really do, man. I do. There he is.
Jude's here.
Dude.
Jude is here.
Oh shit! You're an FFL, Jude. That's awesome, man.
What's an FFL dealer?
It's basically where you can you can deal firearms, you can transport firearms, you can have them shipped to you, and people can come pick them up if they buy them off the internet, stuff like that. So that's really cool, Jude. I love it.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Jason's here. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Jason. How are you? Jude says, "I've got a selection of 80 songs, so there won't be any replays from the first competition." Excellent. I can't wait to
be doing no Jurassic ass fucking shit that's before my time, man. I
Oh, come on. See, listen to him. He's scared now, and he's trying to put.
Oh, I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all.
Require
saying make it fair.
There's old stuff.
I can't help that I'm not old.
Oh, son. Age will school you again tonight. So
it's okay. I'll take the beauty side of things. You take the age.
It's gonna be a good competition tonight, man. It's gonna be fun. I'm interested to see who wins for the group tonight, though.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, but let's get into SmackDown. The season debut of it was this last week on Friday. Did you get a chance to check it out at all?
I did check it out, actually. Let me pull up. I just want to pull up my notes that I had on it before we get going on that. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so SmackDown had their debut, and it was I thought it was a pretty decent show for the most part. I loved the storytelling from the beginning of the show to the end with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I thought they did a pretty good job. It was a little underwhelming though. They didn't have any really, really huge surprises for me or anything like that. I was kind of hoping they were going to have something big, but they didn't. Yeah. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent show. It was a good kickoff to everything. I like the new set. I like the new logo and everything like that. It's always fun this time of year when
you like the new logo.
I do. I think it's cool.
Okay. I mean, it's definitely original. They changed it a little bit. There was a lot of hype that they were going to change the stage and make it the fist one again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it wasn't, man. They kind of, I don't know. It looks okay. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to put a little bit more effort into it.
Jude says he thought it was lackluster for a big show. Yeah, that's what I meant by it, Jude. It kind of lacked the star appeal a little bit to me, but I did like the arc that they told with Roman Reigns and Cody. I thought that was really good. What are they going to do?
Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say, what are they going to do when Roman Reigns isn't relevant anymore and they have to move on? It was flat as hell before he came back. Then it gets hot again. It's like the only good angle that's on SmackDown to me when I watch it sometimes. That's just my opinion.
And it definitely ain't for Cody Rhodes. I'll tell you that much.
No, because he looks like a bitch.
Yeah.
He does. He looks like a bitch to Roman. Roman's the real big star that everybody's really cheering for and stuff. But I did like how they kind of put it together to set up that tag match at Bad Blood, and Cody was teasing he wasn't going to do it and everything like that. But what are they going to do when this angle runs its course, man? They really need to start investing into some stuff because this is eventually going to wear out real soon.
And I don't understand for the life of me, call me old school or whatever, but for the life of me, I don't understand why you open up the show with a WWE championship match in a freaking steel cage. You should be having people chomp at the bits to get to that main event at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how it always was when I was a kid. The WWE Championship belongs in the main event. I don't understand for the life of me why they've switched it around now and they open the freaking show with it. It doesn't make any sense.
I think it's because they wanted to run this storyline arc throughout the whole show on here, so they had to set up the world title match first. So I think that was their thinking on it, but it's definitely not the conventional way to typically do it. And I also think it was probably trying to lead in viewers right off the bat to grab people initially. So that was their way to try to get a strong number right out the gate to hook people. I think in their mind was that.
Oh, nice word you used there.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I talk about legendary angles and ways they do things, I have to use a legendary name. So I think it was their way to hook people in and to bring them in a little bit for that. So that's why I think they did it. But there really wasn't much else to the show of any real importance in merit or anything like that. Andrade and what was his name? Trick Williams, I think. They had a great match. Really,
that is a great match. It was entertaining. You know, a lot of great spots in it and stuff like that. Andrade is underrated to me. You know, I wish he had the promo skills or a solid mouthpiece that would kind of, you know, guide him and stuff like that. He doesn't, you know, so it's kind of a one-dimensional character. He puts on great, solid matches, but there's not much more to him than that.
This was the first time I saw people really invested in him at the end of this series because they had a best of 5 series. Right. And I saw the fans were really hyped on him because it was a tremendous match. It was really, really good. And then it's like you squash his momentum in about 10 seconds and you bring out LA Knight, who you know is going to get the monster pop. And it's going to completely just deflate anything that is going on. Yeah, you just did right off the bat. And everybody knows that he's not going to beat LA Knight. Let's be realistic. We already know that anyways. But, you know, I see that and I'm like, give this guy a little momentum for a little bit. Like, we don't have to have it next week on SmackDown, like for this match. Like, let's set this up a little bit. Let's hook people in a little bit more, and let's get them to Bad Blood. Let's do a match at Bad Blood and feature this in some way.
Absolutely.
Which, you know, who knows? Maybe they still will do that after this match, but I don't know. I thought it took a little steam out of Andrade because LA Knight's a mega star over there. You know, he's one of the prime players, and it just really overshadowed it to me. I mean, do you agree with that?
I absolutely agree with that. And, you know, like I said, I think Andrade is severely underrated, and I really hope that they start using him in a better way. Making him look like a fool going against LA Knight in that situation was not the right choice, in my opinion.
Yeah. He's not going to be able to keep up with them on the mic. No. We know that.
No, absolutely not.
It's not going to end up good for him, but you know, Jude makes a good point. He said it's a great match, but they're beating these two in the dirt every week. No real true storyline afterwards.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
No slow burn at all.
Yeah, where's Trick Williams going to go after this? What are they going to keep doing? I mean, great matches are awesome, but let's be realistic. AEW has shown you that when you have some great matches, they don't translate to ratings. You know, they don't translate to people coming back every week. Storyline and a good arc is what brings people along. So
100%.
Derek says after helping Cody fight Roman in the Bloodline, I wonder what Orton and Owen thinks of Cody teaming with Roman. Yeah. 100%. I mean, that they've been invested in this feud for so long. I mean, boy, they're doing nothing with Owens too, huh?
You know, Orton and Owens had a great match. I feel like that was actually a pretty good match for them because I'm not a big fan of the other two. What's their names? Waller
Austin,
and
Theory and Waller.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those guys.
Thanks, Jeremy. It's Carmelo Hayes. I'm sorry, not Trick Williams. He's the NXT champ. Excuse me. Yeah, Carmelo Hayes. Thanks, Jeremy.
I'm not a big fan of those guys, but in this match I thought they put on a really good match. Kevin Owens, to me, great filler type person right now for his role. I don't think he's a main event player by any stretch of the imagination anymore. I wish he was. You know, I love his character. I love his in-ring work and stuff like that, and I think he could be a very consistent main event player if they gave him the push again. Unfortunately, WWE, I think they lost belief in him. And a lot of it is, you know, his body kind of looks like shit right now, man. And he's not really keeping up in the ring that well. You can see that in this match.
Jude thinks that Austin Theory as a singles wrestler could be fantastic. He knows
he got to change his whole gimmick, though.
Yeah, he knows how to be. He knows how to draw a lot of heat. I'll say that. Yeah. You know, I just don't think he's put it all together yet. But I definitely could see him in the future being somebody that they do. I mean, he's still super young.
Yeah.
He's only like 25 years old or something like that. So he's not old by any means. I think he's got a lot of potential. That Grayson Waller is a fucking dope.
Yeah, he's like the other one from Judgment Day, that Irish guy. I mean, it's just
JD McDonough. Yeah,
McDonough. That's what I compare him to. Is that they just suck.
Javier says Cody and Romans versus
Hey,
the Blood.
Javier.
It'll be a great match. What's going on, Javier? At Bad Blood. Yeah, it should be a really fun match, though, I
Should
think,
be.
between them. But I think they should have waited. I don't think that this was the right idea on it, in my opinion.
Sure.
I would have liked to have seen Solo get a win here for once and get a win over Roman in some way. And that's how I think they should have probably done it. But that's kind of my idea on it. I thought it was interesting to put them on here together because they're probably going to be teaming together in War Games the next month.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to have waited to see them kind of combine forces at War Games instead of doing it at Bad Blood. There could have been a way better story here.
I saw on WrestleZone and Wrestling Observer, two pretty good news outlets for the dirt sheets. Both of them are reporting that Cody Rhodes may not be the game plan they're going with for WrestleMania to actually be the champion going into it. So he may lose the title beforehand, is what's being reported backstage. So
I wonder who would grab it before him, though.
I think the way you do it is you have Roman Reigns go over, and it's kind of what we've been saying this whole time. Cody Rhodes is the side dish of this meal now. He's not the main entree anymore. The main entree is now The Rock versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So they're going to do whatever they can to make that match the most special it can be.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that The Rock takes it off Cody Rhodes, and then Roman Reigns takes it off The Rock.
Yeah, I think we talked about that a few weeks ago on the show. That's the logical way to do it. It's I mean, where do you go with Cody, though? What does Cody do? Does he do a secondary thing on WrestleMania that night, or you just give him the one match where he loses?
You give him the one match where he loses, and then you finish the story with The Rock and Roman Reigns. And my opinion is Cody Rhodes, after that, there's really not much for him other than the mid-card.
It'd be a great thing, too, when you bring Paul Heyman back eventually and team him with Roman Reigns. Wouldn't it be interesting to see Paul Heyman? We were talking about that earlier today, Paul Heyman and The Rock together. Wouldn't it be neat if Paul Heyman screwed Roman Reigns over and did something with the new bloodline of The Rock?
I'm going to tell you right now, Paul Heyman is the most valuable creative person in the business right now. His mind is so worth the money to just let him have free reign. Mm-hmm. If he chooses to go with The Rock, let him go with The Rock. If he chooses to go with Roman Reigns, whatever the case may be, when you have Paul Heyman involved, you're going to have a good story being told.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I'm
excited either way. Yeah.
Paul Heyman with Jacob Fatu is definitely something I can see too. Jacob Fatu is just an animal.
He is.
He is just a whole special beast on his own, man. That's gonna.
I wish they would put more momentum behind him versus Solo. I feel like Jacob Fatu could be the guy instead of Solo.
I think it's already kind of transitioned that way, and they didn't even mean for it to happen that much right off that fast. I think they thought that they put Jacob with Solo and he would get a rub from being with Solo, but Jacob is such a dominant presence and he's such a dominant character, and he's just somebody with that main event appeal. It's so easy to forget Solo when you see Jacob Fatu.
I think Solo's the D'Lo Brown of the group. I think that Jacob Fatu is starting to turn into The Rock.
Yeah, he's no doubt about it to me. He's the star of the group.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
And he's believable. He's a believable badass that poses a legit threat to Roman Reigns.
Yes, sir. Does Solo? Absolutely not.
No.
You got to give him an opportunity to get a win over Roman here if you're going to push Solo further. But if you're not going to, it's over for Solo.
It's over.
You got to give him a victory.
To go.
Yeah. It's over and it's done with for Solo if he doesn't get a victory here soon. Because he looks so like he got pinned clean in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he got pinned clean. Cody didn't have to do 40, crossroads to him to get the victory this time.
Isn't that just horrible the way they've watered that move down?
They always do in a Cody Rhodes match.
It's like
ridiculous.
They get something good. It's just like with John Cena when they jammed him down our throats. The right amount of balance in how you use somebody is what you need to focus on. You don't just stuff them down people's throats because then you burn it out quickly. The slow burn is the way to go. When you do these things, like you give him 10 freaking crossroads, then how am I supposed to believe in the next match he does one that's going to get the pin?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, 100%. Let me get to a couple of the comments here. In the ring, he outperformed Solo. In every way, he outperformed Solo in the ring. Both of them do, of course.
Yeah.
I could see Cody still having another WrestleMania moment next year. I could see Dustin's contract with AEW ends and Dustin goes to the Hall of Fame. Cody and Dustin win the tag belts at Mania. Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Does Jacob Fatu pin Roman Reigns?
Yeah,
I think he
so.
does.
You have to give some credibility that there is a danger to Roman Reigns being beaten. You know,
when you really want to pull the trigger on Jacob and Roman, and you want to go with this as a big feud, the way you have to do it is you have to have Roman as the champ, and you have to have Jacob destroy him. And I'm not just talking about like just beating him, in this hotly contested match. Fucking squash him.
Yeah,
squash Roman Reigns to me.
Right.
Have
and
him
do it
destroy
quick.
him.
I think he should do it quick.
Like when Brock did it for Goldberg when he came back. Yep. Do it quick, man. Let it be a shock value so you leave that crowd.
You get those O faces in the crowd of, oh my God. He just got
destroyed. Let him go away for a while.
The tribal chief just got destroyed.
Taken out, man. Let him go away for a little bit, man. Let the dude go do a movie. Let him take a break, whatever it is. Don't give him one of these 3-month build bullshit like you did this last time because you were desperate to have him back. Let him stay out for a while and then bring his ass back 6-7 months later and have him take Jacob Fatu out. Fine.
Right.
Come on. There's a storyline arc for you that's going to last for a year or so. It's going to be great to get you the next time.
Well, and I would even go further as to say, do the same thing to Cody Rhodes. Destroy him. Yeah. Do the same thing to, just steamroll people with this guy.
I want to see Cody come back as a heel, man, when he loses his belt.
I want so the way with that, I've been thinking about that for a while. Cody needs to dye his hair black if he goes heel.
Mm-hmm.
They should have that differential in the character that
wants his baby face.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think that's an important distinction to make in his character. Cody Rhodes is a great heel. If they let him be a heel, it would be awesome. Just like if they let John Cena do it, it would just change the business and how things are done. So, but I don't think they'll ever do that because the merch sales are too high.
Yeah. It would be interesting, though. I think he'd be a great heel in this role.
Absolutely.
I think he could really, really kind of spit on the fans a little bit, really do a shock value on it, like how Hogan did when he turned, because Cody's their monster babyface now. He's the guy.
He is now.
Yeah, that's who he is, man. When you turn him, make it count, make it epic, make it good.
Yep. I say that's the way you build a match with The Rock and that whole situation. You have Cody Rhodes screw Roman Reigns at War Games. Have them go against each other, have Roman Reigns win the belt, get people invested as Roman Reigns being the guy, and you have The Rock come back and have them square off at Mania.
Interesting thoughts, man. I like it. It's going to be interesting to see what is coming up. I think Jude mentioned it earlier. He said, I believe that the road to WrestleMania will start with Raw and Netflix. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
They're going to have to justify this $5 billion deal. So they got a long contract. Was it?
You got to go off with a bang with that shit.
Yeah, it's like what, $5 or $10 billion they're getting, or something like that.
I thought it was 5.
Yeah. Either way, they're in the billions, is what they're making, folks.
Stupid amounts of money.
Yeah, they are not going to want to screw this deal up. I mean, imagine this: they lose the deal with Fox because, of course, it just wasn't worth it to Fox, as everybody knew it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Go to Netflix, probably making out way better now with Netflix than they were with Fox. And they still got all their other programming on all these other networks, and they're getting paid.
And they don't have the restrictions that they did with Fox. So you can actually be creative with your content.
Yep. And they don't have to sit over there and prostitute themselves over advertising and marketing and all that stuff to try to make money, because
100%.
They have a guaranteed stream on Netflix now.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure Netflix will probably incorporate a little bit into it, but yeah. I think they are going to be commercial free, Jude, for the most part. I think they said it's going to be very limited on the amounts, which I would assume would probably be pretty much commercial free, because I think it's just going to be 2 hours when it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Which I love. I'm glad it's not going to be 3 hours. So
yeah, for sure.
AEW's rumored to have gotten their deal all squared away, from what it seems.
Did we get the numbers on that? How much are they making?
The rumor has it, and just take this as what it is, because I'm sure this is Tony Khan feeding this out to people, but the rumor has it from 170 to 200 million a year.
Not bad.
Yeah. And the rumor has it that they were making about 150 on the deal, 150-ish or something like that, to the extent of that right now.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. If I were Tony Khan, I would be dumping truckloads of money, whatever it took to get Paul Heyman to come over. I know it's a big, long stretch, but it would be the smartest thing he could do, is to get somebody like a Paul Heyman over there, or the guy that was in charge of TNA before they let him go.
Scott D'Amore.
Yeah.
He's never going to do it, man. He's never going to let up the reins. Never going to let up the reins.
He's shooting himself in the foot.
His numbers are just dying over there. They're dying. Did you see the stadium that they had for Collision this week?
Yep. I heard it was like 20% capacity.
10%.
10%. Wow.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
10%, bro. I mean, I get it. It's times can be lean and tough, but like you're doing this week in and week out. I give him credit, man. You know, he's getting himself on.
TNA fills up more crowds.
Yeah, because they're smart, because they play to smaller venues. They're not playing these massive venues that they can't do. Right. They're smart, and they're making good money. They're
biting off more than they can chew.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's just dumb, and it makes them look amateur and stupid. And then Collision had 157,000 viewers this last week.
Right.
I mean, that's as anemic as TNA probably.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know. It's interesting. He'll spend that money on another overhyped talent shoot, says.
It's so true.
Rewind thinks you have a good idea. He says, reunite Paul Heyman and Taz, the dream team.
Yeah.
Put them back together. Put the band back together.
If Taz can actually do his finishing maneuver and get his arm up, you know, I feel like doing the X-Pac and being like, how does your pet go around to your back like that?
Bro, if I could put you right now in the Kata Hajime.
I don't even know what that means, dude.
You need to study up because the Kata Hajime is coming
said that all day long. And
Kata Hajime.
All right. Even if you get louder with it, I still don't know what that is.
Kata Hajime.
Is that some sort of pasta or Asian cuisine?
Okay. All right. Keep talking shit. Mm-hmm. When you get the Kata Hajime synced in on you one day and you don't know what's coming, you go to sleep. You'll wish you studied
Kata Hajime. It sounds like a good bourbon chicken.
Keep making fun of it. The Kata Hajime is coming for you, buddy boy.
I'm about to piss my pants. You start saying Kata Hajime. I'm just gonna throw a right hook.
Well, good for them if they got the deal. I mean, it's a lean market right now over in the Warner Brothers Discovery after the $9.1 billion flub. So I'm very surprised that they're still able to give money out to anybody for a deal. But I would say that this is probably a very temperamental deal, meaning that they have to perform pretty well because the folks at Warner Brothers Discovery right now are bleeding money over there, and
they are.
They need some return on their investment, and I don't think they're getting any. So
I don't think they're getting it either. I think you'll see that AEW is going to be the likes of TNA here real soon, and small venues, you know, scraping by for TV deals, stuff like that. They're not far from that. They're really not far from that. Sounds like a bad night at Taco Bell. Yeah, bad surf and turf night for sure.
Well, you guys hate on the Kata Hajime, and
I don't even know what that means, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Not in my world.
It's coming for you too soon. Don't worry.
Yeah. Maybe in New Japan Pro Wrestling, it might work. Not here.
We're the best wrestle. Yeah, they're supposed to, Derek. Derek asks, is that AEW ever going on Max so you can watch the old pay-per-view catalog on streaming? That was part of the rumor of this, was that they are bringing some stuff to streaming to Max. Looks like it's going to be the pay-per-view component. I haven't heard anything about a pay-per-view catalog and stuff, but it looks like they're going to be bringing the pay-per-view element to Max, which I think would be interesting. I like the Max platform for the most part. I'm not going to lie and say I watch it all the time. I don't. But Max is a good platform for me for the most part. I think that's a good fit for them, but Max has been a money pit for them too. They have lost significant amounts of money on Max, and they have to get some return on the investment, I think, really soon for this. So I think that's probably why they're going to bring it to the platform, and I'm sure they'll probably do a 50-50 split on like the pay-per-view revenue, but that's just my assumption.
I just remembered something. This weekend on Saturday, I'm going to be going to meet the Sandman, ECW legend. Yeah, I'm excited about it. So I'm getting 3 autographs. One's going to go to John. One's going to be one that I keep. And then there's going to be one up for grabs on the show. So just so y'all know, the next contest, there will be a Sandman autograph up for grabs as well. So
sleep with one eye open.
Yes.
Gripping the pillow tight.
That's right.
You're going to have fun with the Sandman. I'm sure he'll be a character.
I think so.
Is it a morning or afternoon one?
It's mid-afternoon. It's going to be from noon to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. gonna try and get a cameo for you guys so that way you can see it, and we'll get a selfie, and hopefully I get to chug a beer with him, man. I'm really hoping so I can show John how to finish his beer.
If it's in the afternoon, the chances of Sandman being drunk or drinking is probably pretty strong.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll probably pound a few with you. No problem.
Yeah, as long as it ain't Budweiser, I'll drink it.
All right. Jeremy says you can see all the AEW pay-per-views on Max in France, so it'll happen here soon. Yeah. They've been doing it there for a while. Nice, Richie. Sandman is dope.
And he's probably on it, too.
Probably. Probably. That's for sure. Well, that's a little AEW talk. Now let's move on to UFC 306.
Yes, the meat and potatoes here.
The meat and potatoes. You started kind of talking about it earlier. Overall, what did you think of UFC 306? Give us your thoughts.
Well, listen, man, I think that for what it was a very successful event financially for the UFC. Highest gate, highest merch sales they've ever done, highest pre-order rate they've ever done, and the highest grossing profit that the Sphere has ever done. So they set a lot of records that night. Now, as far as the results of the fights, probably not as successful. Dana White did not look happy in the post-fight conference. When they asked him about the co-main and the main, he was not happy about it. He was not happy about it at all. He said, if you would have watched up until right before the co-main, it would have been a perfect pay-per-view. He said that the co-main and the main did not live up to the hype. And that's Dana White admitting that. And he doesn't admit losses very well. Unfortunately,
if something sucks, though, he's pretty good about it.
He's a straight shooter, man. Yeah. Dana White is he's a straight shooter. You got to give him his flowers for that.
A $22 million gate. That is insane.
Never has happened before. Yep. And it'll be the highest gate in the Sphere for sure. What's up, Sean? So
it was definitely a very lackluster card in regards to finishes and excitement on a few things at the end. But I thought even with the decisions that the first couple fights were really fun.
What was that one? I can't remember who. It was those two guys that weren't very well known. Damn, I have the card results right
here. Was it Ribovitz and Zell Huber?
Zell Huber. And Ribovitz. Okay, yeah, I got it right.
He was the one that was Zell Huber was the really tall guy that was he had a hell of a jab and
fight.
He just didn't move his head though.
He didn't get his head off the center line. He had a snapping jab, and it looked in the beginning like he was going to win. He was real sharp and things like that. I'd never seen either one of these guys fight before. And I'll tell you what, after this fight, I'm a fan. Zell Huber was put out on his feet up against the cage, went down, almost
knocked him out too.
Almost knocked him out.
Yeah.
And he came back and finished the fight into a decision, and unfortunately he lost, but neither one of those guys lost that fight in my book. I mean, you talk about the fight of the night, and they ended up getting the fight of the night. So, well
awesome. Deserved though too.
Jude, I can't agree with you more. I said this actually today to my coworkers. Unfortunately, when these guys get exposed like that, like Conor and O'Malley, there's really nowhere to go for him after that. So it's just like Ronda Rousey when she was exposed for not having striking ability.
Yeah.
So
it was a hell of a spectacle though, going back to the Sphere. I really hope they do something again in there because it's one of the most amazing sights I've ever seen. Like, when you watch that show in there, what they could do behind it, with the entrances and stuff and the video packages and everything, man, I can't imagine how much the seats must have cost for that event, but it was a hell of a spectacle.
So from what I saw, nosebleeds were going for about $1,200.
Wow.
And the hottest seats in the crowd were going for about 22,000. It was crazy because there wasn't that many huge starstruck names on the card. You had your last two fights. The Brian Ortega fight, dude, I'm going to tell you what, if there was a letdown fight of the night, it was the Brian Ortega fight.
He got the shit beat out of him.
The first 12 seconds, he was almost knocked out, So I didn't really understand. It looked like he didn't prepare. He didn't spar very much. They're saying that he possibly had an injury, but he didn't show up, man. Ortega's a legend, and he's a grinder, and he fights like a dog, but he didn't show up that night.
Diego Lopez abused him.
He abused it. He made him look like he didn't belong in there.
And he might have the best mullet I've seen in ages, too.
He's the Mexican Theo Von.
He's got a better mullet than Miguel Torres from the old days had.
Yeah, yeah. He went from number 12 in the ranking system to
To
number
3.
3 overnight.
Yeah. Pretty amazing, huh?
I think you'll be seeing him be UFC champion probably mid next year.
His striking is insane.
It's insane. The way he throws his punches is
Yep.
insane.
His transitions, even on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know. Who does he train with? Do we know what camp he comes out
I
of?
don't know, but he was out in the corner of Shevchenko in the main event. It
Okay.
was it Grasso or Shevchenko? Grasso, excuse
Grasso.
me. Yeah, he
Grasso,
was
that's
in.
right. He trains with Grasso. So,
Yeah, he was in her corner right after this match, which I thought was insane too. He ran
yeah,
to the back, got changed, and went and cornered her after.
right. How about that lady in the prelims that had her face split from the top of her skull
I
all
did
the way
not see the
across to her
prelims.
jugular? Oh my God. She had stitches from one side of her face to the other. She looked like the lady off of Beetlejuice.
What did she take a knee or something?
She took a heavy elbow and some
Oof.
different vicious strikes. They should have canceled it, or called it Doctor Stoppage. When Nate Diaz fought Jorge Masvidal and they did the Doctor Stoppage for that, he had just a little split on his head right here. This lady had a cut from this side all the way down to her mouth,
Oof.
and she had to have that completely stitched.
Oof.
So the refereeing that night was another thing I was disappointed in. There was a lot of moments where the refs didn't protect the fighters,
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that pisses me off in that sport, it's definitely that.
Especially with Zell Huber, like he was knocked out
He was
on his
knocked
feet.
out. He was knocked
I
out.
would argue too for Ortega. I think they could have stopped it on Ortega
They
a few
could have
times.
stopped it on that one too,
Yeah, they gave him a lot of leeway that they wouldn't have given somebody else.
Right.
Even in the main event a few times, it got kind of painful to watch Sean O'Malley getting
Mm-hmm.
just clubbed on like that and just getting maimed. But it
So
wasn't vicious enough to warrant it. But I didn't like seeing him just get completely destroyed like that.
So let's touch on before we get in the O'Malley. Let's touch on the Shevchenko co-main real quick.
Yeah.
The UFC is definitely not scripted. The Shevchenko fight, when they were doing that, there was some great submission going on, submission, combative grappling, stuff like that. Shevchenko had a game plan in there to go in and just dominate her on the ground, and she stuck with it. Because let's be honest, her bread and butter is striking, and she's very good at Muay Thai. But I haven't seen expert grappling like that in the women's division in a very long time. So she deserves flowers on that. I know you were saying it was kind of a stale fight. I could understand your perspective on it, but there were some points in there where there was some creative submission, stuff going on. So she's
her grappling is next level.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Listen, I get why she stuck to her game plan and made it boring. I get it because there wasn't going to be another fight between these two unless they just got desperate. So
no, this was her one time to get her title.
This was
back,
it. You lose this, you were in Joanna Jędrzejczyk territory where when you lose to somebody so many times, you're not getting another shot again.
No.
So I get why you have to stick to your strategy, and if people are pissed off by that, then so fucking be it, because that's her career right here. That's the difference between her probably making $100,000 for a fight or her making $500,000 for a fight. So
100%.
I get it why she had to stick to that strategy. And Grasso's dangerous.
Grasso's very dangerous, and you saw that she almost caught her in 2 submissions simultaneously during that fight on the ground. I mean, so Shevchenko was taking some chances that I wouldn't have taken her shoes.
She took a few too many chances that I think a few times if Grasso would have had a little bit more energy in her, if she hadn't been just bullied for, I think it was in the 3rd or the 4th round that she just slipped up on her. And I think we were talking about it in our chat that we all saw it was going to come. Because
she had a triangle choke with her legs, and at the same time, she had a Kimura locked in on her left arm. And I kept saying, I'm like, what is she doing? She's leaving her arm open. It looked like she was going to snap her arm. Yeah. But Shevchenko was just that sharp on the ground. She rolled out of it.
She wasn't giving up. That's for sure.
And she almost had her in a guillotine in another moment.
Yeah. I think if she would have had more gas, Grasso, it would have made it a lot better for her probably. But Shevchenko. Are you
a fan of Grasso?
I mean, she's a good fighter. I'm not like somebody that dies to see her or anything like that. So, I'm not a huge fan of women's fighting all the time. I think they have some amazing battles and fights, but for me as a gentleman, I'm not trying to speak in any type of way towards women. They're entitled to do whatever they want. I don't want to see women fighting. I treasure women too much, and they're.
I can understand that.
I don't like to. I don't like to see any woman fighting. I don't want to see anybody getting hurt anyways, but
Yeah.
we all love combat sports. It's something we love, whether it's wrestling or UFC. But for women, it's hard for me to want to watch it because I treasure women too much.
That lady getting her face split open like
I got to look at it just to see later. But
dude, you're not going to want to look at it. It's going to piss you off.
Yeah.
So that was brutal.
It's not my place to tell them what to do. I just want to say that so I can get quoted out of context by somebody,
Sure.
Like, it's not my place to tell them what to do. It's just me as a gentleman. I would never lay my hands on a woman. I never want to see a woman get hurt. I love them too much and respect them. That's just for me. So,
yeah. What did you think of the main event?
Main event, very lackluster to me for the most part. I mean, Dvalishvili, if I say his last name right, I'm sorry. I apologize if I mess his last name up, but he's an animal, bro.
Yeah, Merab is an animal.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's an animal, man. He is just intent. I didn't like the stuff with kissing him. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, fucking stupid.
That payback that he got was well deserved.
And you know what I like? That Herb didn't let him take it.
Yeah. He said, "Hey, you're playing the games here." You know?
He goes, "I never in a million years thought I would ever hear a referee queued up on the mic like that say, no more of that kissing." What?
Herb did that to John Jones when John Jones would crawl on his hands and try to psych the opponent out so he couldn't strike him on the ground. And he took his hands off the ground for a second, and Lyoto Machida threw a kick at him. And he goes to the ref like this. He's kicking me while on ground. He said, "Well, you're playing those fucking mind games, so you get it." I mean,
mud wrestling I'm down with, Sean.
Yeah, no shit. For the main event for me was, Sean O'Malley didn't show up, but he had a tear in his hip. There was
his
some
labrum
sort of
in
muscle,
his hip.
His labrum. So I don't know how painful that is. I've never had that happen. Sounds like it could be, especially with his style of fighting, the way he bounces on his front toes. He wasn't doing that. He was flat-footed in this one.
He had no energy till the last 30 seconds or a minute of the fight.
No energy at all. And he
49 strikes that he hit.
And that's not Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley's hitting on average 70, 80, 90 strikes a fight. So do I think that is the best Sean O'Malley and that he was the lesser man? I don't think that we're going to get a rematch. So I don't think that was the best possible Sean O'Malley that could have went out there that night. Do I think Sean O'Malley's ever going to be champion again? I don't.
No. I don't think he can match up with a style like that at all. I don't think
he's been figured out.
Absolutely, and he's a phenomenal fighter. We're not taking that away. Sometimes
phenomenal striker.
Yeah, he's decent with his transitions though on the ground and stuff. He's got decent ground skills. It's not like awful in any way. When
he got thrown in a submission, he didn't know what to do.
Well, I think he's learning a lot over time. He's still a young kid, too. Sure. I think he's got significantly better on there than he once was. But, I mean, he's steamrolled pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
It's he's going to be off for around a year probably till you see him at least in the ring. Probably you're looking at about a year to a year and a half. It's about a 3 to 6 month recovery process for him. And then
it's going to hurt the UFC's pocketbook a little bit.
Yeah, Dvalishvili proved right at the end. Merab proved right at the end. He's not an entertaining guy in regards to getting him on the mic and selling a fight. Like it seems like a super nice guy. I was super happy for him for his story to finish his story, and get his, dream come true and hold that belt. I thought that was really cool. He rambled on forever at the end, and it was so fucking cringe.
Well, think about this, man. You've got Bilal Muhammad, one of the most boring fighters of all time, as your champion. You've got this goofball. You've got John Jones talking about retirement. You've got Stipe Miocic talking about retirement. You've got all these stars. Israel Adesanya's taking time off and probably going into retirement here real soon too. You really, right now you've got Tom Aspinall and Alex Pereira. That's who the UFC is leaning on right now.
This goes back to a comment earlier. Derek said UFC's desperate for mainstream stars right now, so they're going to push overrated fighters to see who sticks.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
It's the inevitable nature if you don't build up more stars. You see it in wrestling, you see it in UFC and stuff. I never thought Sean O'Malley was a star, though, when I watched him. He was a poor man's Conor McGregor.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He was trying to
I think he was too focused on becoming the next Conor McGregor.
I don't think he was a guy that could handle the pressure of the line of the big time of the limelight and stuff either. No. I think it was something that he probably didn't enjoy too much. Yeah. And when you're the champ and you're the main focus, they're going to be putting a lot of attention on you, and you got to do a lot of extra additional things, I'm sure. I've never
Absolutely.
done it. I wouldn't know, but you see all the press they do and everything.
Yep.
He's a young kid and he's probably not mentally, all the way there yet. It's a lot to take in when you're rich and famous and now everybody wants to be your friend and you're
It
on the
wasn't
biggest
the
card.
smartest choice for him to pair up with Jake Paul and Tekashi 6ix9ine either. I'm just going to say that. A lot of people fell off the market for him, when he announced that he was partnering with Jake Paul on a lot of things. And it was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you're not them and you're not getting their rub and their money, buddy.
Right.
Like, it's probably not a good look for you in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, will he come back? Sure. I think it's a good thing for him, though, that he's going to be off for a year or so because it allows people to forget that he lost and it allows him a couple of other competitors to get in there. And when he's ready to come back, I'm sure he's a guy that will get a marquee matchup or maybe a return match right off the bat, probably.
And he hasn't lost a lot of steam. Let's be honest. His record is 18-2.
Yeah.
That's not a terrible record by any stretch of the imagination.
And he's ran through some of the best in the division.
Correct.
The guy's been steamrolling people. So it's just one loss. It's not the end of the world. Right. Just Merab is just a bad stylistic matchup for him. He was never going to be good. It just wasn't going to work.
He's a better striker version of Khabib.
Do you find Merab to be boring as hell, though, to watch?
I think that style has just died. It's killing the sport. That style of, leg humping and shit like that is just killing the sport of the UFC. I understand it's part of mixed martial arts to grapple and stuff like that, but I'm going to say that it should be considered stalling the fight when you're laying on somebody and not working.
Yeah, and you're just throwing a couple of patty cake punches and shit.
It shouldn't be considered controlling the fight when you're on top because guess what? You can submit people from the bottom. So it should be case-by-case basis, in my opinion. They should get rid of that control rule where they score points, when you're on top.
The announcers were like chastising Herb because he was telling him, he's like, you got to work. He's like, I'm going to stand you up. And then they're like, I don't understand this. They're like, he is working. And I said, you're thinking to yourself, you're like, yeah, he's doing a little bit here, but he's mainly just doing patty cake punches.
You're stinking up our octagon. We spent $80 on the pay-per-view, and we have to spend $10 a month to get the UFC, the UFC app to even watch the freaking pay-per-view.
Yeah, and like you said, there's people in that audience that are paying $22,000 for a fucking ticket. Okay? They don't want to see somebody dry humping the other and just doing patty cake punches. No. I get it, man. Like I was a little flabbergasted when I heard them like chastising Herb Dean for that. I think Herb's the best referee in the business.
You're in the UFC in the hottest promotion in combat sports. You're at the Sphere, which is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime event. They're never going to do it again. Yeah. And you're telling me that this is your main event where this guy's leg humping your biggest star, striking competitor?
That's your lasting impression of it.
Yeah. Good God. If it were me and Dana White would have been smarter in this decision, which he's the smartest businessman, in my opinion, of all time. The way he took it from the negative and made it what it is. Dana White's a genius. But in this case, if it were me, I would have booked it Sean O'Malley versus Ilia Topuria, title versus title. Mm-hmm. You're in the Sphere, put two strikers against each other, let them go at it. And Dana White had to have known, if you're so disappointed about this main event, it's not a rocket scientist to know that that's how it was going to go down. Mm-hmm. We already predicted it before the fight. He got ragdolled.
Yeah. It was inevitable.
It was a bad business move.
Yeah. I don't understand for the life of me why they decided to go with this for their main event. And honestly, the whole card in general was very on paper lackluster looking. I mean, great fighters and what they do, but they weren't these huge mainstream names. Even Shevchenko and Grasso. Yeah, people know who they are, but people aren't paying big money to see, Shevchenko fight. That's no disrespect to her.
No.
They're not these big mainstream names like Derek had mentioned earlier.
Right.
And this is the biggest thing you're putting on. You're spending tens and tens of millions of dollars to put the spectacle on.
$22 million they spent on production.
The $22 million was the gate, they said.
But he said that he spent over $22 million on production to put the show on.
So your whole gate just went to the production on this.
Yep.
And that's not even including the other cost that's around that.
Yeah.
It's a telling thing that you can, as much as we want to see him do it again, another one, I understand why he wouldn't, because I can't see it being profitable. Can you?
Yeah. Well, they're saying that it was profitable, but I have a hard time believing if you spent $22 million on production, your gate was $22 million. That's basically expunged right there to where, that's a write-off. You don't really have any profit from that. So your merch sales is pretty much all you made money on.
And they're not big merch sellers there.
No,
they're just not. your whole thing is your pay-per-view money, which
Right.
you're probably going to be doing a 50-50 split on that for whatever service you're paying for on pay-per-view, or maybe a
Oh, and
60.
who knows how much he gave O'Malley for pay-per-view points and things like that too.
Both of them too, or the people that would, Marab too. Marab probably
Right.
cleared out $5 million, I bet.
Yeah. Well, O'Malley took home 3 just to show up and fight.
Must be
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Must be friggin' nice. I would love to see it again. I can get why they don't do it again though, just for that simple reason
Sure.
of the money. I think he might do it because this left such a stench to him. Because
It would be cool if they did a July 4th one, American Independence Day.
Dude,
You put Colby Covington on there and a few other guys, Sean Strickland.
What was one of my favorite sites that they did was when they had Bruce Buffer on the outside of the Sphere, and they showed the video of it, of him inside that building, and then he's right on the outside, blasted up for all of Vegas to see.
Yep.
What a cool experience.
I would have just hung out on the Stratosphere and watched the Sphere the whole night.
Free way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for them for doing it. Pretty good card for the most part, but like you said, those last 2 matches definitely left a little bit to be desired.
Yep.
So
for sure.
We'll see. What's the next big one coming up?
The next one, I believe, is the next pay-per-view. I believe is Stipe versus John Jones.
Stipe and John Jones. All right.
Yeah.
Is that in New York or is that in California?
I believe it's going to be in California.
All right. And that's his retirement fight, right?
Yep. He's one and done, Stipe, and that's it.
Do you really think that that's true?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Interesting.
I do.
Hopefully he doesn't get himself in any more trouble, and then he won't probably need to come back. I don't know. He strikes
John
me as
Jones in a cowboy hat was not on my bingo card. I'll tell you that, dude.
Yeah. I'll say this, though, about him. I think he's the type of guy that was probably smart with his money for the most part and probably didn't live too crazy above his means. But I can't imagine the lawsuits that he's had through the years. So probably kind of pricey on that. Absolutely. Let me get to a few of the comments here. Jude says, I think he was afraid to throw hands because of the counter takedown. 100%.
Absolutely.
Derek says, I agree with John. It's hard to watch women fight. I'd watch Rousey, but not much. I hate when women get color in AEW all the time, too. Yeah, I don't like that either with them, I want to see them bleeding. I get it serves a purpose, but are you the same way with getting color in wrestling for women?
No. I think if they want equal opportunity, they should be able to do it just like anybody else, But do I like seeing it? No. But do I want them not to be able to do it? I want them to still have the choice to be able to.
Connor gets over this toenail hurting, maybe he'll decide to fight.
Hey, you know what? I agree with you guys on that. It's starting to be hard to be a Connor fan, man. With the stuff that he's doing. They finally had to move on from the Connor Chandler fight. Chandler is now booked to fight Charles Oliveira.
Yep.
So they're moving on.
They've already fought once, right? Oliveira beat him.
They have. So This is going to be, their second match, which it is what it is, man. He's not going to wait around forever. He already waited 2 years for the fight, didn't get it. I don't blame him. Conor McGregor right now, he keeps saying how serious he is about his return, but the next night he's in the club partying, or he's, at BKFC looking like he's strung out on the white snow or whatever, So it's tough right now, man. If you're going to come back, it's put up or shut up, As much as I like the guy, he needs to quit baiting the UFC along, and if you want to stay and focus on your BKFC adventure and your Black Forge Inn and Proper 12 and all that, that's great. But learn when to let it go and quit stringing fans along.
I can't believe that Dana White hasn't publicly flipped on him yet with all the problems that it's been to try to rebook him and the injuries and the bullshit and all that stuff. Who do you think's given him more of a headache through the years? Do you think it's Connor or John Jones?
I think Tito Ortiz was the biggest headache for Dana White of all time.
On a personal level, but from a business perspective, look at the things that John Jones and Connor has cost Dana.
Yeah. Well, Connor's made more for Dana than he's cost him.
Absolutely. But he's definitely
John Jones, though, is definitely a different story. I think John Jones has been a terrible business partner for the UFC in realms of he should have been the greatest of all time, but he can no longer be considered that due to steroids, due to his outside behavior, and due to the fact that he had that one disqualification, So John Jones is John Jones' biggest enemy, straight up.
You know what the ironic thing is, though, when you see these two and how they both had so much trouble and drama and things through the years for both of them in their own ways, is people always wonder why Dana overlooks it. Well, they're probably the number one and number two draws over the last Yeah,
Yep.
at least Connor's the biggest draw of all time, no doubt about
Of
it.
all time.
Add in the other one, he's a huge draw too.
Yeah.
So Dana is definitely going to give them a little bit more leniency when you have, two of the top draws of all time on your roster. It's a lot different when you're bringing in 1 million pay-per-view buys. If you're bringing in 50,000, Dana's going to give you a lot more leeway, and so is the UFC brass.
Sure.
Big difference because
Yep.
that's how they make their money.
Yep.
I hope he retires though. After he's definitely to me the greatest champion of all time.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a live watch along for that if we can, if we're home that night when they do it. Yeah, I would love to do one. I hadn't sat through a full UFC pay-per-view in a long time till the other night.
Yeah, so, it's a shame that you did it on that one.
It's all right. I still had a lot of fun. It was a really fun card.
Excuse me. The next pay-per-view isn't John Jones and Stipe. I'm sorry. It's Alex Oliveira versus Buckley, or not Buckley, the other guy, Roundtree.
Okay. That's a light heavyweight one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be fun when they do it. I mean, like I said, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch it. Again, I've always been a fan and keep up with it. I just don't have as much time as I used to watch the pay-per-view every week. Mm-hmm. This was a lot of fun though to me to watch it, even if it was a little lackluster in some spots. I couldn't get over, and I still can't, just the look of the Sphere and just how technology has come full circle to see that.
They're going to change the game with how they do stadiums in the future.
Oh man, it's remarkable. It's one of the most amazing sights I've ever seen, and I'm not like some guy that's this crazy technology nerd that has to have all the highest quality gadgets. This was cool, and kudos to them for putting it together, because what a sight it was, and never in my lifetime did I ever think I'd see something like that.
I agree 100%.
So, UFC definitely gives you your money's worth all the time, and
they do.
Even if it lacks a little bit, there's going to be something else the next week, because UFC never takes a break. I think they probably tour more than WWE does in some ways.
I think they do, and I think they're slightly becoming the more powerhouse of the TKO partnership than WWE is.
Little by little, I think, yeah. I mean, I think they definitely might already be there, but I'd be interested to see the numbers on what the difference is on them.
Sure.
I would be very interested to see that. I'm very surprised that they don't run it through their own pay-per-view platforms and collect all the money for it, and they go outside of it. That's one thing I always wonder.
I'm sure they'll work towards that.
I'm sure they could now. I wonder if there's
why not use UFC Fight Pass? They have the Fight Pass. Why not do like WWE?
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it is. But make it your PLE. Like do it that way.
I didn't remember that was still a thing.
Yeah.
Izzy got a lot of miles. Rewind says.
Yeah, Izzy's going to retire for
Connor's
sure.
making bank on the whiskey line. I don't see him coming back. Yeah, he sold it too, right? He made like $90 million and still kept some equity in it or something.
Yeah. So he negotiated a sweetheart deal like Dana White did with the UFC. He sold it, but he's still in charge of the direction of it, the creativity of it, the daily operations, things like that. So he's still in control of Proper 12. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, 18-2 is a great record for sure. Hey, what's going on, Rand? Great to see you, my friend. He spent $20 million at the 22 gate. Yeah.
Yep.
International Fight Week and in the spirit would be dope. Do you like the International Fight Week when they do it? Those big cards.
International Fight Week is always a good card. So
they always pull out all the stops. That's when they do the Hall of Fame ceremony for them too. Usually, right?
Yep.
UFC's version of the American Bash on July 4th. I agree with what you said earlier about the Spheres. Do that on July 4th, something like that. It would be so cool.
Great. Yeah.
Jones fights at MSG. Okay.
MSG. Yeah. Okay.
Right down the way from me. Which WWE event in Las Vegas would be a sight to see? Did you see the video of Jake Paul going to UCF in Las Vegas? I did not see that.
I think he meant UFC.
Yeah, UFC.
I think
did Jake Paul go to it?
Yeah. Yeah, he did go.
I didn't see him there.
Yeah.
I thought Dana
didn't give him any attention. He does hate him.
Okay.
Dana likes Logan Paul. He doesn't like Jake Paul.
Gotcha. Dana knows that Connor is a paycheck. That's for sure.
100% he's good.
Tito pulled out of so many fights. Yep.
Tito pulled out of the boxing match that Dana White was going to get in with him on.
Connor for president in Ireland. Yeah, I heard he wanted to run for that.
That's a very real possibility.
I hope Shamrock gets in the Hall of Fame too. I think it's more than likely to happen with TKO. He deserves it to be in the WWE version of it for me too.
Yep.
He was a big mainstream star when he came over. I always had a lot of love for Ken Shamrock. What UFC fighters will we see crossover to the WWE? Who do you think?
Colby Covington.
Think so?
Yep. You might see a slight appearance from Conor McGregor.
How big of a heel would Cody Covington be in professional wrestling if they let him run?
Colby Covington would be a big heel if they allowed him to.
Yeah. You got to let him be controversial if you're going to do it for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Netflix would be the perfect time to launch that.
And let me
I'm
preface
gonna be honest,
this.
I would love to see Derek Lewis go over there.
He would be hilarious.
Yeah.
With the Black Beast, is that his nickname?
He wanted to be Black Dust.
Black Dust. What's his nickname? The Black Beast?
He's the Black Beast.
Yeah. That fucking guy is one of the most entertaining performers. And
go check
fighters.
out his Instagram, guys. It's the most entertaining Instagram on planet Earth.
Okay, I'll check it out. I don't really do much on Instagram, but if it's got Derek Lewis on it,
it's funny.
When he pulls his fucking shorts off in the ring, sorry, Joe, my sweaty balls.
He starts throwing his cup to the crowd.
Yeah, he's airing himself out and shit.
Yeah.
My favorite thing that he ever did was when he when he knocked out Travis Brown, Ronda's guy, and he calls out Ronda, let me get some of that sweet ass, you know?
Yeah, how you gonna beat a woman?
Yeah, fucking rubs it right in his face, man.
I fucking love it, dude.
Derek Lewis, man, he's
a genius.
Even Rewind says he goes, his fucking Instagram is wild.
It is, dude.
All right, I'm gonna check this out tonight for sure. McGregor would be great on the mic. He would be great on the mic, McGregor.
He would. He's like Roddy Piper and reincarnated.
Covington would be great though too, man. I don't like him. I think he's a scumbag human being, and I don't like him, but he would be really good as a heel in wrestling.
His athleticism, he could be the second coming of Kurt Angle if he really wanted to be.
He's played his entrance music in the past.
Yep.
So, I mean, you know he's a fan of wrestling. That's how he got his style to be riling things up. He learned it from the guys like Connor, of course, and he is a pro wrestling fan, you could see.
Yeah.
So
sure. He's already negotiated with his agent that he wants to do it when he can't do MMA anymore.
Could be interesting to see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Second half of the show is going to be a little trivia. So we're going to have you guys. We're going to do yours first, and then we're going to do ours after. Jude's going to moderate it. So, but before that, we'll take about a 10-minute break, guys, and then when we come back, we'll get reconvened, and
we're going to post for the radio.
Yeah, we're going to post that second episode for the radio. So I'll do an intro for that on the next round, but. Perfect. We'll take 10 guys. Allow me to get loaded up on everything, and then Jude, whenever we'll let you do the part second for us, and it's going to be fun. So
it's going to be great fun.
It's going to be fun. Excited. So we'll get back in 10 minutes, guys, and enjoy the break. We'll be right back. Okay. All right, buddy, we're back. We are back. You good to go, man?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Let's do a little competition time here in a minute, everybody. Where has Blackjack Lanza been? Blackjack, I talked to him last week, guys. I know Jeremy says he's been thinking the same thing. I like that you guys are worried about other people in the group.
Yeah, we're a close-knit group now. It's really, really nice, man.
He's doing good, guys. I talked to him last week. He sent me a message after the show and just told me he had some stuff going on and he missed it, but he's doing good, guys. Don't worry.
Good deal.
Good. He's doing good. Don't worry about it. I'm glad that you guys are checking on him. No, I'm sure he is glad about that too. So I'm sure we'll see him anytime. Rewind is here. Will we get another punishment bowl? I don't see any reason why not. Do you?
Yeah. As long as do we have the time to do it?
If we have the time.
Okay.
If we have the time,
there's always next week. We can.
Yeah, or we
may even do an impromptu show. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. All right, guys.
I'm down to do a whole episode of the punishment bowl. That'd be awesome. Impromptu show with the punishment bowl.
The fucking stories that he would tell you.
Woo! Bonus episode, baby.
Yeah. Who knows? All right, guys. So I'll roll us into an intro for this, and then we'll get going on the competition. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. All right. We'll go in just 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Wrestling with Reality. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hopefully you're having a great night. If you've been joining us on the first half of this show, welcome back. We are going to have some fun tonight on the show. For everybody listening on radio, you got to come out and join us on Facebook or YouTube, Wrestling with Reality. Because we get to do a lot of fun stuff like we do here every Tuesday night. Tonight's no different, as I'm going to defeat Richie once again in the theme song competition. Richie, are you ready for your ass kicking tonight?
Okay, you can have your 5 minutes of glory with your last trivia win. I was the head booker here of Wrestling with Reality, so just remember who kicked your ass first.
All right, well, we're going to see. Because, you know what? If I get knocked down once, I just keep getting back up. I'll just keep taking down
I guess it's that power of Hook that you got in you, man. Just you're the turd that you can't flush down the toilet just like Hook is. No matter how much you plunge that thing, it just won't go down.
Hook has taught me many things in life, and
how to suck.
Well, you guys are going to be up first tonight. We're going to kick off tonight with you guys doing the wrestling theme song competition. So let me explain the rules really quick to you guys. If you want to join us on the stream, I'm going to put out the invitation right now. So you're welcome to join us on the stream if you would like to. So just check in the chat in just a minute, guys, and I'll put it up there. But let's see. Sean says, love the trash talk. And Sean, we always like the trash talk. That's the fun of it. That is the fun of it. All right, guys, the link is in the chats for StreamYard. So if you want to come on the show, great. If you don't, you can type in your answers right in the comment section as we go through the competition. It's on our system, so we trust nobody's cheat. So if you don't want to come on, no problem. If you want to come on, great. It's going to be 20 songs, Richie, and 20 songs you'll have a choice from. It's going to be anything from the late 80s on. So that's kind of what you can look for. It's late 80s on to present day. It can be any of those promotions of the mainstream promotion. So you will see some WCW. You will see some WWE, WWF. You're going to see some ECW. You might even see AEW. You might even see NXT. There's a lot coming.
Perfect.
There's a lot coming, guys. All right. Winner tonight. Oh, here we go. We got a few people coming on. Hook is a legend, Sean Fuller. He is a legend. See, Rewind has educated so many people now across the world.
I pray for all your guys' sanity. I tell you that.
Isn't it
John,
weird?
John will sit here and play that he's a big Hook fan, but I'll tell you what, we have it on recording on certain episodes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hook is useless garbage.
Never said that dribble on here.
You did.
There's this thing called defamation of character when you spread lies about somebody.
That's all right. We'll still be friends.
Fucking don't.
You can change your mind.
But you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Hey,
all
you
right?
can change your mind and think he's good, and that's fine if you admit that. But you have to admit that you said he sucked at one point.
I've been riding the coattails of Hook for a long time, putting him over here on the show. Anybody can vouch for it, all right?
Why were you so shocked when Rewind said that Taz was the GOAT then?
Because it's a secret society
I think there, buddy.
In a lot of ways.
Do you guys wear towels at your meetings?
You can't be part of the FTW family if you're a piece of shit, okay?
Is your initiation Jim Ross hitting you over the head with a candy jar?
Fuck no. We don't want people that don't understand.
How about Stone Cold Steve Austin whipping your ass with a belt in the middle of the ring?
Dude.
Remember those great moments of Taz's
legendary? You had to put him over and make that kid a star, okay?
Yeah, uh-huh. He had to make Stone Cold.
He had to make that kid a freaking star. You think Austin 316 goes to the level it does without Hook? Okay.
I think you need to breathe through both nostrils from now on, John.
Fucking speak this blasphemy out of him. Sean, I don't think there is any AWA on this one. I don't think I have any on this. Braun Breaker is my Hook. Send in the Hook.
I can get behind that. Braun Breaker had a great jacket, by the way, that was based off of Rick Steiner's. I thought that was really cool.
Hookamaniac is coming to get you. Hook up, you know what that means. Look at this. It's like you're the only one that's not on the fucking bandwagon.
I will die on that hill.
You can keep you might very well.
I think Jude's on the hill with me. I think we're the only two stable mentally.
Smart man. He knows talent. Okay,
not Hook.
He knows Hook is talent. Sabu versus Taz is the FTW all the way. I mean, this is just inevitable. How many fans of the GOAT are?
I think y'all need Jesus. I'm just gonna say that.
So if you when you lose tonight, the themes. The loser is going to have to, the loser is going to wear a shirt of the choosing of the winner. So winner's going to get 2 shirts. Each of us are going to wear it on the show. And I have a feeling you might be in Taz's finest gear by the end of the night. There is a Hook fucking bumper sticker that is meant for you to put right on that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
All I'm going to say is you're going to look great in a bowling shirt.
I like the bowl. All right.
Yeah.
Got the 7-10 split down.
I'm sure you like hanging out with Johnny P and the smell of the food in the air that reminds you of a bunch of memories that you
had. Oh, I love it. All right, guys. So 20 questions. It's going to be 20 themes tonight that we're going to play from all the way around the professional wrestling eras of all the years. Let's get to some people that are here with us right now. Rewind's here. Rewind. How's it going, man?
It's going great until Richie started opening his mouth. It took 5 guys.
Hey, rewind.
Guys.
Rewind. You look great without John's ass on your nose.
Oh, really? Keep talking. Before you know, buddy. Before you know.
Oh yeah. Well, Taz can't even do that motion anymore. He can't even get it around people's necks anymore.
Kata Haja May.
We're gonna get choked. Taz mission, buddy, all day.
I still think that's a spicy bourbon chicken or something that just came out.
All you want before you know you've been on the ground sleeping, buddy.
Kaja, whatever the.
I sent him the training video today. Rewind. You think he would have fucking smartened up after seeing that?
You think he would? He's not all there, dude. He's not all there.
Can you imagine wanting to get into the ring in a competition with that man?
He'd go running, man. Scariest guy alive.
I'd fall asleep personally. I mean,
being choked out. You're right.
No, I would fall asleep. No touch needed at all.
Maybe you get so scared you just pass out. That too.
Oh, all right, man.
Okay.
All 5'6" of fucking Taz is gonna scare me.
5'8", 5'8".
5'8",
buddy. Same
320 pounds now, probably.
Probably.
All right, Jeremy's here. Jeremy, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, fellas?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm sitting here with my little boy. He's just asleep, passed out.
Did you use
rewind? Are you doing a Zen?
Bro, I chew. I don't think it'd be appropriate for me to chew on here.
That's okay. I used to chew in the army, man. I chewed skull though.
Okay.
Copenhagen Winter Green.
Nice.
I smoked for years and I quit from chewing.
What a guy Rewind is.
Hey, you know what?
Man's man.
He has no respect now. Copenhagen's a real man's dip.
There you go.
Right.
You're earning respect across the world right now. We Rewind. You've
Not
already
for your
done
wrestling preferences, but for your chewing ability, absolutely.
Do you believe this shit? Jude the dude's here. What's going on, Jude?
Dude, be the voice.
What's up, guys? So Richie, I gotta say, we have 2 things in common. We both choose school, and we both think that Hook is the drizzling shit.
Thank you, Lord. The man's man with the best beer in the business says it. Fuck you guys.
I'm not gonna argue with Evil Santa.
And Jude, I bet you'll be voting the right way in November too, huh?
I will be
voting for Hook and Taz.
Damn right, John. Damn right.
2024. Can you imagine the father and son combo running this fucking country?
Yeah, we would turn into Brooklyn in no time.
Taz reminds me of John McCain. Can't lift his hands.
Oh, R.I.P.
He's a bear hug. That's all he needs.
Man.
Hajime. All right.
I love the shirt, by the way, Jude. It's great. Double tap.
Absolutely.
Just like tap.
Big fan of grunt style myself.
Yep.
All right, guys. So you guys ready to do a little wrestling trivia tonight?
Absolutely.
Little theme song trivia. All right. So I'm going to lead it off for you guys. So 20 questions or 20 themes I'm going to give out. I'll give about 5 to 7 seconds out of the theme, guys. And if some of them start a little slow, so if I have to do a few more seconds, I will, but I probably won't have to do it on too many. So 20 questions. Whoever wins gets the most of these right. And then Jude's going to do ours at the end. Honor system for anybody that's in the chat. You guys pick your own answers. You guys, same thing. I trust that you write down the correct answer to this. We trust everybody here. So you guys ready to get going on this?
Ready.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Sean Fuller says it is Big Dog in the witness protection program. I love the good. He's all in the black. He's got a sleeping kid right now, Sean. That's why he's got it. I love it. The witness protection program. All right, guys. All right. Let me load up the first song. All right. You guys ready to go?
Absolutely.
Okay. First theme of the night. So when I give a theme out, tell me who it is and tell me what promotion it is too. I'm going to add a little bit to that one. What is it or who is it for and what promotion is it? Are you gentlemen ready to begin? All right.
Ready.
Let's go.
He's a man.
All right. You guys got 15 seconds to choose your answer on this. In the chat, type your answer whenever you got it. All right, 5 seconds.
That was a good one.
I got a bunch of doozies today. In the chat, Put your answers in. All right. I'm going to start with the big dog, with the man in the witness protection program. Mr. Big Dog, what did you choose for number one?
I got William Regal in WWE.
Okay. Rewind. Who do you got for this one?
Dude, I don't think I'll ever get one of these right. I got Big Boss Man, WCW.
Hey, you play theme song trivia like you pick your favorite wrestler.
Oh,
Keep talking, buddy. Keep talking.
all right. So, Jude, who do you got?
It's William Regal in WWE.
All right.
WWF, actually.
Bonus point.
All right. In the chat, Sean Fuller said Steven Regal, WWE. Rand said the same, William Regal, WWE. Derek also said it. He was the first one to answer that in the chat. He said it as well. All right. Ready for number two. Give me 1 second, guys.
Here we go.
Time is up on that. All right. I'll give you guys a few seconds to put your answers in. Richie, do you know these ones so far?
So far, yeah.
All right. In the chat, throw your answers in the chat. I'll tell you guys the right answer at the end. And of course, the right answer last time was Mr. William Regal in the WWF. Number two, put your answers in. Rewind. I'll start with you on this one. Who are you going with for this?
No idea. Is Edge, WWE, what I do is wrong.
All right. Rewind is going with Edge. Jude?
I don't know this one. I don't.
Wow. I figured I would stump a lot of people on this. Jeremy?
I'm going to go with Kenny Omega in New Japan.
Okay. Sean Fuller's going with Knight Rider on NBC. Derek? Derek, do you have an answer? Rand? I'll give you guys a few seconds to put this in. Derek is my sleeper pick on this, that he would know this.
I think so too.
Knight Rider, though, I do like that answer. Ooh, I got everybody here. Rand said the Goon, and Derek said Glacier. Richie, who is it?
That's who I thought it was the Goon.
This is Psychosis from WCW.
Psychosis. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Damn. That was a
I'm digging.
curveball.
I'm digging on a few of these. All right. Nobody got
like
that one right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next one. Number three.
When I tell people
Hold on,
she's
we got an
21
ad here
years
for
old,
some
they're
dog
just
stuff.
taken back without a farmer's dog. I truly don't.
Here we go, guys.
Somebody have
All
a TV on in the background. I can't really hear the.
Yeah, if you got the TV on in the background, just lower it a pinch. Thanks, guys. All right, I'll give you guys about 10 seconds. In the chat, put your answers as well. I see one in the chat already. All right, I am going to start this time with Jude the Dude again. Jude.
That is the Rockers.
All right, the Rockers. Jude's going with. Rewind, who do you got?
I have no idea.
No idea for Rewind. All right. Jeremy, the big dog. Who do you got, buddy?
that would be the Rockers in WWF.
Okay. All right. In the chat, Sean says the Rockers WWF. Rand said Owen Hart, and Derek said the Rockers WWF. So if you said it was the Rockers in the WWF, you are absolutely correct. This is the Rockers.
I can understand why they said Owen Hart too, though. That one does kind of have a little Hart
Theme
feel.
to the King of Hearts theme, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Little, I can see it. All right. Let me see if I get you guys stumped on this next one. Okay. Moving on to the next one.
Oh. Oh, come on, man. That's a good one.
It is.
We tried getting that figure when it first came out too.
Yeah.
We couldn't find it.
It's a good one. One of the worst fucking gimmicks of all time, probably. I don't know. Would you guys agree with that? Who knows?
One of the biggest pile of shit human beings.
Yeah, one of the biggest stooges in professional wrestling history. There's a couple of hymns for you.
Yeah.
He's worked in every promotion, and rumor has it he backstab
he's under federal investigation right now.
Oh, all right, Jeremy. I'm going to go with you first. Who do you got for this, Mr. Jeremy?
Henry Godwin.
Henry Godwin. Okay. Jude.
It's the Red Rooster.
Red Rooster for Jude. Rewind.
I said Survivor Series, a chicken dude, but I don't remember his name.
Gobbledygooker.
Yeah.
All right. Going with the Gobbledygooker. Sean Fuller says Terry Taylor got screwed. Rand says Big Haystack. Sean had said before Red Rooster. Derek said Red Rooster as well. So if you said the Red Rooster, this one is correct as well. Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster. What a gimmick. Can you guys believe that this didn't get over?
Oh, yeah. It got over just a little bit more than Hook. But
just a little. Just a smidge.
Jeez.
Wow.
And it was all because he did this. That's all he had to do.
Jeez. All right.
Shark Boy stole that.
Scoreboard so far. Jeremy has 2. Rewind is not even on the board yet. Derek.
That's a Hook fan for you.
You guys talking all that shit to my buddy here. Derek's got 3. Sean's got 3. Rand's got 1. And Jude has 3. So we got a bunch of people tied up at the top right now. So this next one, though, let's see what you guys think of this. So here's our next one.
To get started in data
Not
analytics,
this.
you don't need
But if you want to get into data analytics, there
the
you
Google
go.
Data Analytics Certificate.
Oh. What is looking at girls at a salon that are 15 years old?
Oh my! Really? The GOAT, the man who redefined professional wrestling for
The goat that diddles himself.
The only person that deserves to lead this off, I'm going to ask first. Rewind. Who is your pick for this?
Taz, WWF.
Rewind is on the board. Jude, what do you got?
It's Taz.
The legend Taz, yes.
Jeremy?
Taz.
The GOAT, yes.
Rand's got Taz. Sean's got Taz. Derek's got Taz. Taz is popular. What do we say?
He
Everybody
is.
knows his shit, right? Right, Rewind?
Hell yeah, he is.
Yeah, he definitely
Unanimous.
is a piece of shit. You're right.
The first one, everybody gets it. Does that show you star appeal, or does that show you star appeal?
If you ask 100 wrestling fans who their favorite wrestlers, 97 would say Taz. Period.
Yep.
It's a fact.
100%.
No, that's just them coughing up bullshit because they're allergic to what you just said.
You hate all you want, Richie.
He'll come around, Rewind one day.
He really will.
They will.
Welcome.
All right, next one, everybody.
Oh, baby. That's a good one.
All right, give you guys a few seconds. Very, 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 very legendary theme for a very, very legendary performer. All right. Rewind let it off the last time. Jude, I'm going to lead it off with you guys. You guys in the chat, put yours as well. We'll go through those after. Jude, what do you got for this one?
That sounds like the Four Horsemen.
All right, Jude's going with the Four Horsemen. Jeremy, what do you got, buddy?
I second. That's Four Horsemen.
Four Horsemen. Rewind.
I guess 4 horsemen.
All right. Rand says the Four Horsemen. Sean, Four Horsemen. Derek, Four Horsemen. All right. Everybody got that. Richie, you knew that one. I know.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, guys. This is one of my all-time favorite themes, by the way. I'm just going to say this.
Brad Armstrong. You gotta give him a little bit more meat than that, man. That was hard.
I couldn't
All
hear
right.
for the TV.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to do it again for everybody, and I'll give you 10 seconds on this, maybe a little bit longer, just because I love this one.
Okay.
All right, that's the most I'm going to give. Put your answers in the chat. This might stump a few, but I think the majority will know this one. It's a pretty tremendous theme, by the way. Rewind. What are you guessing? You're going to lead off this time. What are you guessing?
Virgil.
Virgil for Rewind. All right.
Not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess. Jeremy?
I need to think a little bit longer.
Okay. Jude?
Too Cold Scorpio.
Okay. Too Cold Scorpio for Jude. In the chat. Give you 10 more seconds, Jeremy.
Okay.
In the chat, Derek says Coco Beware. Rand says the genius Lenny Poffo. Sean's going with the model Rick Martel. Jeremy, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Virgil, too.
Going to go with Virgil. All right. Well, I'm sorry to tell you guys, it is not Virgil. Nobody got this one correct. This is the one and only African Dream, Akeem.
Oh.
With the
everyone
slickster.
Everyone guessed differently, too, on that one, too, didn't they?
Yeah.
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 That was
Yeah.
very similar to Coco Beware's song. That was very similar to Too Cold's Flash Funk song. So
More towards Flash Funk than Coco.
Yeah.
Coco had the Birdman, them screeching.
Right.
I don't have Coco on here, so
Bird.
Coco was a good act, though. He was not a Hall of Fame act, but he was a good one. I
He didn't
his
like
song.
taking the Tombstone Pile Driver.
No, he didn't. If you don't know what that's all about, go watch the Undertaker show. It's hilarious when he tells this story.
He talks about it in his one-man show, and you can tell that he don't give a shit. Like the Undertaker's just like, you know what, man up.
Yeah,
Right.
Nut up here. Okay.
Yep.
All right, guys. Next one.
What if every purchase was an investment in your business?
good one.
With a Capital One business card,
Sorry,
you'll
YouTube ads, guys.
Nice. Rewind. You better get this.
All right, I'll do it one more time. I'll play from the beginning for you guys. Okay. Rewind. I'm going to lead off with you.
That's the ECW opening, isn't it?
ECW opening he's going with. Okay.
Or the Raw opening. It's not, because Richie's disappointment, his eyes on me.
Rewind's going with the ECW opening. Jeremy, who do you got?
I've got it being Rob Van Dam's ECW theme.
Okay. Going with RVD for Jeremy for his ECW theme. Jude?
Yeah, it's RVD.
RVD for Jude. Sean Fuller, RVD. Derek says RVD, the whole effing show. And Rand, see if he's got one in here. Rand says RVD as well. All right. You guys got it right. RVD it is. ECW. That's my favorite theme song for him. What do you guys think? What's your favorite RVD theme song?
Well, One of a Kind is fucking awesome, but yeah,
It
that's
is.
the second best.
What about you guys? Jude?
So I think it's overshadowed as the ECW theme
Mm-hmm.
than RVD, but then you get, because a lot of people will confuse RVD's theme song with Walk.
Yeah, from Batista, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. RVD, man. Was he just the coolest thing in the 90s for ECW?
Oh yeah.
Next to Taz, yeah.
And we could have lost him to the Glacier gimmick in WCW.
Thank God that didn't happen, right? Woof.
Yeah.
All right, guys, moving on to the next one. I'm interested to see who picks this one.
Dude, they stole a lot of songs back in the day.
Did they ever, right?
Every song was stolen.
Everything. Paul Heyman was a pro at it.
He should have been sued into oblivion.
Yeah. How did he fall under the radar with
I
not?
don't know.
I guess he was just too small time. All right. I'll start this time with Jeremy. Jeremy, what do you got? And what promotion is this? And who do you got?
I'm going with NWA/WCW. It is the Road Warriors.
All right, NWA WCW Road Warriors. Rewind. What do you got?
It's ECW. I just can't remember who it is. They stole every song. It's not Mikey. It's ECW something. I can't remember who it is.
Okay, Jude.
I actually do. I agree with Jeremy. I think it's Road Warriors.
Okay, Road Warriors for Jude. In the chat, Derek's going LOD. Sean's going LOD. Rand, give us your pick out there. Rand, I'll wait for yours and I'll add it up after I announce it. It's the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. It's their NWA and WCW theme. It's the Iron Maiden song. What an awesome song, right?
Yep.
Awesome song. Yeah, this one, when you said ECW Rewind, I was like, this dated way far back. Maybe somebody used it in ECW at some point. I don't know, but this was old school. They might have even used it in the NW or the AWA. I can't remember. I think they might have even used it.
They used it in a bunch of different promotions.
Yeah. It was their calling card, and this is where it got created with the Road Warrior Pop. Was this song would go off and the crowd would just go ballistic. So
Right.
that's one of the most legendary teams of all time. All right, we're got now on the scoreboard. Jeremy's got 6, Rewind's got 2 on the board, Derek's got 7, Jude has 7, Rand has 4, and Sean has 7 on this one. Next
I
theme.
missed one. Let me get caught up.
All right, let's see. Next one. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on
8%,
right.
Amazon is not.
All right. Put your comments in the chat, guys. I'll give you guys
These ones are tough.
I didn't go too easy.
You didn't go easy at all.
I don't know.
I like it that I'm stumping people tonight. Okay, I will lead off this time with Jude. Jude, who do you got for this one?
The Jericho?
Okay. Which promotion?
That'd be.
That's so many.
I'm going to go with WCW.
Okay. You're going to go with
Oh,
Jericho.
no. That was ECW.
So you think it's Jericho ECW? Is that who you're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jude's going to go with Jericho ECW. Rewind, what do you got?
I knew it was EC. I think it's ECW, but I have no idea who it is. So
Okay. ECW one, no idea. Big Dog, Mr. Jeremy, who do you got for this one?
I'm going to say Chris Jericho, WCW.
Jeremy's going Chris Jericho, WCW. All right. In the comments here, let's see. It is Derek Everhart is going with Jericho from WCW. Sean, what promotion you picking, Sean? Put it in the chat. Sean's going with Jericho. What promotion, though, Sean, to get the full points? Give us the promotion that you choose. Rand, ECW Eliminators. Richie, who do you think it is?
Jericho, definitely. WCW.
Okay. Which promotion?
WCW.
Okay. If you answered Jericho ECW, then you are wrong because it's Jericho WCW.
At
There you
first,
go.
I was going to say La Parka.
La Parka.
That's
Sean
a good guess. That's a
Sean
good guess.
guessed. Yeah, Sean got WCW on that one too. All right, leaderboard's updated. Jude's got 7, Rand 4, Sean's got 8, Derek's got 8, Rewind 2, Jeremy 7. Boy, it's a tight battle, Richie.
Yep, it sure is.
Tight battle as always. All right, guys, next one.
I'm clueless on that one.
You shouldn't be.
You definitely should not be.
Should not be, bruv.
No.
Definitely shouldn't. If you're in the chat, put it in the chat what your answer is. I'll lead off this time. I'll do the big dog this time. Jeremy, what do you got for this?
That is Will Ospreay.
Which promotion? Well, multiple. Don't worry about that. He uses everywhere for this performer, so don't worry about the promotion for this one, guys. Rewind. What do you got?
No idea.
No idea for Rewind. Jude?
It's Will Ospreay.
Okay, Jude's going with Mr. Will Ospreay. In the chat, Sean's going with AEW and Ospreay. Okay, and Derek is going with Ospreay and Rand Ospreay. If you guess Will, if you guess Will Ospreay, bruv, you got it right because it's him. I think he uses this in New Japan too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of took that one away. But it is Will Ospreay, AEW. All right, next one. You have a little criteria for this one. You have to name who sings this song, whose song is this, and you're gonna know the performer right away. I guarantee you. I'm not even gonna ask you the performer on this. I'm gonna ask you which band is the one that sings this for this opening theme song for this person. Okay, little monkey wrench. What band?
Most people have no clue that in 2024,
After
the
this guy.
best way to make
Jake
money
was
with
safe,
Amazon is not.
Nice.
I'll let it run for a little bit just so you can try to distinguish the voice.
Nice.
All right.
The best version of his, and you could kick the shit out of a Ninja Turtle to that song, dude. Straight up.
I like that analogy right there.
Yeah.
So who is the singer of this song is going to be the answer. We all know it's from the glass break. If you're a wrestling fan, you don't know that the glass break symbolizes Steve Austin. I don't know what to say. You probably shouldn't be following along because pretty elementary. So we know it's Austin, but we want to know who the band is, who the singer, or who the band is for this song. All right. I'm going to go with Jeremy again first. I'm picking on you first 2 times in a row. Jeremy, who you got?
I'm going with Disturbed.
Disturbed for Jeremy. Rewind, who do you got?
I have no one.
Nobody for Rewind. Stumped. Jude.
It's Disturbed.
All right, Jude's going with Disturbed. Sean Fuller in the chat says Disturbed. And Rand says Disturbed. Hell froze over. Okay. And Derek said Disturbed, Stone Cold. All right. We got a tie up top. Derek's got 10. Sean's got 10. Jeremy's got 9. Jude's got. Rand's at 6. Rewind is at 2. And it is Disturbed, of course.
Good solid performance there, Rewind.
Hey, he's at a disadvantage right here, okay? He's had a long day.
He's a Hook fan. He's always at a disadvantage.
He's at a disadvantage, okay? Leave this poor guy alone. All right, next one, guys.
I love you, Rewind. I
Love
love
you, buddy.
Yes.
All right, there it is.
Fucking awesome.
I had to.
I know.
I had to. All right, I will go first. Once again to the big dog. I'm going to pick on him 3 times in a row first. Big dog. Who do you got for this one?
Brad Armstrong.
Brad Armstrong. Jeremy's going with. Rewind. Who do you got for this?
Wrestling for reality.
Okay.
Bonus points. You
Bonus
win.
points, yeah. Jude, who do you got?
I'm going to agree with Jeremy. Brad Armstrong.
All right. Jude's going with Brad. You guys in the chat? Derek is going to go with AA Arn Anderson. Rand says the Retro Rewind Wrestling.
Good guess.
All right. Sean, if you're still in the chat, who are you picking for this one? If you picked for this one, Brad Armstrong, you are correct. Or if you picked WWR, you were also correct on this one.
We'll give it to you. Yeah.
We'll give you that one for this
It's a
one. You
pity
get
point right there.
you do. 100%. You're on. You got 3 now for this one. You might. I almost bumped you to 5 just for that.
You should. That's what
We've
Taz
been
would
using
do.
this song forever, and I love it that a few of you guys associated this with the show. So it makes me happy because we've probably used this off and on for like what 5-6 years.
5-6 years, yeah.
Yeah, and I do it as a troll job actually a little bit. So I love the song though.
You're a good troll, John. You really are.
Aren't I?
You really are.
There you go. I learned from the best. Rewind.
You put me to shame.
All right, there we go. I like to troll a little bit, even on the show. That's the fun of it. So if you got Brad Armstrong or WWR, you're right on that one. Next one.
Do not pay somebody to build you a Shopify
Don't
store.
pay them, guys.
Because I'm going to do it free with 20 handpicked products by
My
myself.
Nice.
All right.
Hell yeah. That makes me happy, dude.
Richie's happy on this one.
I hope you let me answer on this one at the end.
I will.
Okay.
I will. All right. Put your thoughts in the chat, guys, who you think this is. And I'm going to start this one off with Jude the Dude. Jude, who are you picking on this one?
Is it Vampiro?
Okay. Jude's going with Vampiro.
Which promotion?
That sounds like his ECW. Or not. Yeah, EC. Well. No, it might be his. Shit. It's not ECW.
He's been everywhere, too. This is hard.
Yeah. It was the. Shit. The one Mexican promotion that he was in. Shit. I'd have to hear it again. I can't think of what promotion. It wasn't ECW, though.
Take a guess.
I'll say WCW, but I think I'm wrong.
Okay. Jeremy?
I'm going to say Vampiro WCW is 2.
Okay. Vampiro WCW. Rewind.
Is that AAA where Teddy Hart beat his ass? Is that what it is?
Teddy Hart?
Yeah, no, it's Vampiro, but Teddy.
At least Vampiro's been around long enough to have a legendary career like this.
Yeah, but Teddy Hart destroyed him with AJ Styles in the ring too, right?
Who couldn't even carry Vampiro's bags?
So you're going Vampiro and down in Mexico when he's
AAA,
AAA.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rand's going with Vampiro WCW. JCW and then AAA. Okay. Sean Fuller going to go with the Vampire. Derek's going to go with Mr. Vampiro as well. Which promotions, Sean and Derek? Type of what promotions? Derek said WCW. I already got yours. Sean, put your promotion for him in. Put it in the chat. All right. So if you guessed Vampiro WCW, you got it right. WCW for him. All the way in.
Said Raven.
Yeah. And like Rand said, JCW and then AAA. So because he used it at AAA at one point too, I think, right?
No, he never did the MLL.
Okay, gotcha. So WCW or JCW only way for this one. Sean went with that one as well for WCW. So, all right. So if you got that in WCW, you are victorious here. Next one. Might have an ad here, guys. If I do, never mind. Here we go. That's a hard one.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
That's a lot harder than for some people. Give you guys about 10 seconds. All right. I will start once again with Jude. Jude, who do you got for this one?
Is that Tony Storm?
Okay, going with Tony Storm. Which promotion? Because Tony's been around a little bit too.
AEW.
Okay, so Tony Storm, AEW for Jude. Rewind. Who do you got?
I have no idea. I think Jude's right.
Okay.
But when you said it, I'm like, oh, yeah, you got it.
Jeremy?
Tony Storm, AEW.
Okay. In the chat, let's see what you guys got. Derek's going Broken Matt Hardy, AEW. Sean's going with The Genius. Rand's going with Tony Storm. All right. If you answered Tony Storm in AEW, you are right on this one. It's Tony Storm.
I almost said The Genius too.
Yep. There we go. Tony Storm. All right. So the leaderboard now. Jeremy's got 12. Rewind's got 3. Derek's at 11. Just sneaking behind just a little bit. Sean, 12. Rand's got, looks like 9. Jude's got 12 too. So we're tied up at the top with Jeremy, Sean, and Jude, with Derek just lagging right behind. All right. Let's move on.
DC insider Josh Riley wrote the bill giving amnesty to 12 million illegal
We can't
immigrants.
escape politics, even on a wrestling show.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. I think Rewind will get this one. I think he might
Come
pull
on,
this one out.
baby.
He might pull this one out. Jeremy, I'll go to you first. I know Jeremy will get this one. Jeremy, who do you got?
It can be. They have 2 names for this actually. I'm gonna go with. It's the Undisputed Kingdom AEW.
Okay, Undisputed Kingdom AEW. Rewind, who do you got?
I have no idea, dude. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Like I hear, I'm like, I know it, but I'm like, I'm just drawing a blank, dude.
All right, Jude, who do you got?
That is Undisputed Era from NXT, and then they came over to Raw. So,
all right. Let's see. Derek says Undisputed Era NXT. Sean says the same, NXT. You guys are right. Undisputed Era. If you got it, NXT. I'm surprised you missed that one, Jeremy. I thought you would have got that right off the bat. I know you're a fan of some of those guys.
Because they use the shock the system on both songs.
Yeah. Little twist on it, a little different, of course. They tweak it around it so that they can change it around, but it is kind of similar. All right. Here's the next one, everybody. All right, that's it for that. Okay. Jude, who are you picking here, buddy?
Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock for Jude. Rewind?
I don't know, but right when he said Ken Shamrock, I was Ken Shamrock again.
Okay. Jeremy?
It's Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock. All right. Sean in the chat says Ken Shamrock. Derek also says it. And there we go. Rand, what is your pick? Put it in the chat. That way I can check it out. If you guessed Ken Shamrock in the WWF, you are absolutely correct. That is Ken Shamrock, the world's most dangerous man. And Rand guessed it too. All right. Next one. This one's for my man Richie here. That's it. Everybody, I hope gets this. I hope everybody gets this one. All right, Rewind. I'll start with you on this. What do you got?
Sandman, ECW, and I think it was his theme in WWE too, I think.
Okay, so he's going Sandman, ECW. Jeremy, what do you got?
That's the same man, ECW, and for bonus points, I'm going to say the band is Metallica.
All right, Metallica. Jude?
It's a Hook. No, sorry, it's Sandman. It's Sandman.
All right. Sean's going to Sandman. Derek's going to Sandman. Rand's going to Sandman. If you got that, guys, you are 100% spot on. It is the Sandman. No doubt about it. Love that theme from. Unfortunately, with the Sandman, once the bell rang after that, it was a little bit overwards, and he was probably pretty drunk too. So
It's kind of like Hook. His theme song's really good, and then the bell rings. And then
You mean he kicks ass and takes names? That's what you mean,
No,
right, dude?
I haven't seen that yet.
he
must be old.
kisses ass and takes names. What?
Yeah. You like to see homos naked?
All right, next one, guys. Let's move on to the next one. We got 2 left.
Picture this. You're sitting at home alone watching YouTube videos, wondering why you can't find the motivation to do
I have
the
motivation.
So
Okay.
much. Oh, come on.
I knew that'd be a popular one with everybody. We've definitely had a few conversations over the last few months about this individual on the show. More than a few, I think. All right. I'll start with my man Rewind first. Rewind, who do you got?
I have no idea. Is that 3-6 Mafia, though?
3-6 Mafia.
Jesus.
Oh. Jeremy, who do you got?
That is Sasha Banks, WWE.
All right, Jeremy's going with Sasha for NXT or WWE. I know she had a little later version change up, but either or is fine. Jude?
Yeah, it's Sasha Banks.
All right. And let's see. Sean Fuller's going with Sasha. Rand's going with Christy Hemme. And Derek is going with Sasha, WWE. Tank Abbott is an honorable mention for Rand.
There you go.
Oh. All right.
One of the goats.
Tank, dude, him in 3 count. That was some good shit. All right. Last one of the night.
Oh, come on. That gives me goosebumps, dude.
I love it too. All right, I'll give you guys a minute to think about it.
That's the true theme song of that person.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Always should have been used afterwards too.
Yeah.
All right, Jude, I'll let you kick this one off. Jude, who do you got, buddy?
That is Sting.
It's Sting.
It's Sting. Jeremy?
Sting's WCW Crow.
All right, Rewind.
Dang, I can't believe I got that right.
If you guys are in the audience, put your answers out. Rand says WCW NWO Sting. Derek says Sting. And Sean says the Stinger. All right, it is the Stinger. That is for sure. The Crow Sting. All right. Leaderboard. Jeremy's got 16. Rewind 5. Derek is at 16. Jude is at 17. Rand is at 13. Sean is at 17. So we got a tie up top for Jude and Sean. They are the leaders, but I'm throwing a lifeline out here tonight. Okay. Winner takes all on this last question here. All right. Winner takes all on this one. This
I
is
swear
for
to God,
major,
if it was a hood question, I'm gonna...
major bonus points, okay? If you get this one right. I'll just say major bonus points.
Yeah, you don't even know me. Yeah, you don't even know me. You don't even know me. Yeah, you don't even know me.
How is this a fucking tiebreaker?
16 bars, score 16 cars. Kiss these balls, mix these stars. Fuck
just
that
gave the
shit.
answer
We have
away.
like Prince. Don't got a
It's
little
the
shot, but not like.
How is that a fucking tiebreaker? You just gave the answer away.
It wasn't a tiebreaker. I was just fucking with everybody.
Go right
It wasn't
there.
a tiebreaker. Jeremy and Sean are the winners tonight. 110%.
How come
They
you're
are the
big screen now?
Well, I am the whole effing show, you know. What can I
Oh,
say?
God.
Nope. Jude and Sean are the 2 co-winners tonight. So congratulations to Jude and Sean.
Dude, you win every week.
Because he's that damn good. With a beard like that, you don't lose in
Dude.
life.
Yeah, you don't. He
And I'm
misses
old.
excellence. Yeah.
Look at it. Even Sean knew it. Hook. Rand knew it. Hook. Derek knew it. Hooked. Come on. Stop
I'm sorry
doubting
for
the
all of
fucking
you.
star appeal of this man.
Hey, technically,
God.
Undisputed Era and Undisputed Kingdom are the same group.
Sean's speaking the truth, guys. Listen up. Listen up. Drop some knowledge.
What was that, Jeremy?
I said technically Undisputed Era and Undisputed Kingdom is the same group.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a different name though. So we got to go with the original name from what it was from on that one. You were close though. It was Nobody is the full-fledged winner on this one though, but everybody's a winner in the fact that we got to hear Hook's theme song.
Damn right, John. That
Yeah,
made my night.
I know Rewind's a fan. Jeremy, have you gone over to the Hook side after tonight?
No.
Jude?
I'm gonna
theme song that doesn't hype you up.
Here's my thing. He has Rewind as a fan, and I don't want to steal his thunder. So
what a good guy you are.
You're good. Dude, I respect you.
out here doing the Lord's work, guys.
Yeah,
Dude, who's your
Doing the
guy?
Lord's work.
He's just trying to be nice because he's Christian. Hook sucks.
Wait,
guy.
dude, who's your dude?
Who's my guy?
Yeah,
Undertaker, hands down.
Good pick.
I get that. Yeah.
Hook.
Yep, Undertaker, hands down. I've met him twice. I have some of his memorabilia. I've gone to his one-man show. If you get a chance to go to his one-man show, it's expensive as shit, but it's phenomenal.
It's worth it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Rand loves Perry Saturn. Every time when he signs off at the end of the week, he does the awesome one. Derek says, Undisputed Kingdom and Era aren't technically the same group. Kingdom has Bennett and Taven with Cole and Strong, or O'Reilly, Cole, and Fish and Strong.
Mm-hmm.
True. A little different variation, a little bit too on that one, guys. But fun times. You guys like doing wrestling themes?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah,
You guys are good.
Feels good. Yeah.
Rewind. You did really well tonight, man. I know you were at a disadvantage, but you know
About that.
I was gonna pick Derek to win this one, but he was close. That was a hotly contested affair between Derek, Jeremy, Jude. Rand was holding tight in this one. Sean, as always. Richie, he didn't get
Smart
much.
money's always on Jude. Sorry, John. Smart money's always on Jude. Always.
Hey, the man knows his stuff. What can we say? All right, now Jude, you guys can stay on if you want here with us while we do this competition. If you would like to stay on, you're more than welcome to. Derek says, I demand a recount. All right, I'm going to put that on the official ballot, to do.
All right,
we're gonna have a better one in the 2020 election. We're gonna do a fair and official one. We'll put the official score. Yeah, we'll put the official scorecard on there, guys. All right, Jude, you got them loaded up, ready for us?
So I'm gonna play them off of my phone because I couldn't get them on my
problem.
computer. So hopefully they work.
Do you want to do it like we did the last time, where you alternate us?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Richie, you good
let me
for that?
test. Let me test one out to make sure you guys can hear it. Okay.
All right.
Just to make sure.
Rewind's lightheaded.
Go ahead.
We're good.
We're good.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So let me go down here.
Who's going first, Richie? You gonna go first?
I picked the last time. You pick who goes first.
All right. I'm gonna defer the kickoff to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
And we'll play her.
Oh, come on. I know that one.
I don't know that one. Is it? I have no idea. Sergeant Slaughter? I have no idea.
Nope. John, you know?
Man, I wish I could hear it one more time. One more hit on that one, Jude. I almost think I got it.
All right. Hold on. Let me.
Cody Rhodes.
No.
I thought that was maybe the start to it.
That is the Usos.
Usos.
Good pick.
Oh, that was their original one.
Their original one.
Did you know that one, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew.
Usos.
I knew he would. You're a big Uso fan. I knew you'd get that one. Rand was going Mr. Perfect on that one. Sean says it's Hook. All right.
Hook.
Both got.
All right, John, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, hold on here.
You're going down, down, down. Just come smooth. Watch me do what I do. Laying down.
Shit. Man, I'm blanking on this one. I don't know.
Richie?
Is it Slick?
It is not.
Damn.
It is Marcus Corvon.
Wow, that's an obscure one.
I found it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that one. I'm going to use that one. So
Monty Brown.
Yep.
All right, you're up, Richie.
Right. Richie, up.
Yep.
Here we go.
Umaga.
That is Umaga.
All right.
All righty.
Richie's on the board with one.
Yep. Richie's on the board with one. All right, John, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. Nice. I know this one in a heartbeat.
I don't know it.
Richie?
That is Big Daddy Cool, Kevin Nash.
Yep, Kevin Nash.
All right. 2 up. You're 2-0.
All righty. Let's see here.
What size is that Rad Turtle shirt, John?
We got a lot left to go.
All right. Richie, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Is that Bianca Belair?
That is not.
Okay.
BFAB?
Nope. That is Eva Marie.
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie. Wow, that's a name.
Yep, that is
I haven't
Eva
heard her
Marie.
in a while. All right, Eva Marie.
All righty. John, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Nice. That's a good one.
The primetime player is Titus O'Neil.
That is Titus O'Neil.
R.I.P. Oh, wait, no, it's Titus O'Neil. I thought it was the other ones.
He's still going.
Richie, you ready?
Yep.
Hit that one again.
Couldn't hear that one.
Give me a hit again. Okay.
Yeah.
We all want to go big, then say that. Ho!
Is that Jason Jordan?
That is not Jason Jordan.
Okay.
Big E.
That is Big E.
Wow. Good one. Are we tied?
We are tied right now, 2-2.
2-2.
Cool.
All right. Got it.
All right. And who's up now?
I'm up on this one.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Chris Benoit?
No. Richie?
Damn, I thought when the opening happened, I thought it was The Fiend.
Yeah, I did too at first.
Nope.
Didn't sound like Chris Benoit.
That tricked me out.
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano.
Wow, Gargano. Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was The Fiend at first too, like when they turn off all the lights and they hit it. So, all right. No points
All
for anybody.
right. Next one.
Oh, Johnny Mundo. John Morrison.
John Morrison.
Yeah.
There you go.
John Morrison.
Yep. All right.
All
Next one.
right. Next one.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Okay.
Lars Sullivan?
Yeah.
Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan. That was a good one.
Yeah. Good
Rewind,
pick.
you've probably seen him at DomCon.
Probably.
All right.
All right. Tied up. Who's up now? It's
me.
Richie. Okay. Here we go.
William Regal.
William Regal.
All right.
All right. Next.
That's a hard one. It's not Braun. Is that Bronson Reed?
Nope, not Bronson Reed.
Okay.
Richie?
That was my guess, Bronson Reed.
Nope. That was Damian Priest.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
That's when
you're
he first
right.
When he
started,
first
yeah.
came. Yep. When he first came over.
When he
All
was
right.
the archer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
as
When
the
you
archer.
do the
That was a cool entrance they gave him too, where they would show the graphic of him like shooting and stuff. That good pick.
Oh yeah.
Well, you picked some hard ones.
No, you
All
just
right,
suck.
Richie.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Oh, Keith Lee.
That is Keith Lee.
Yep.
Boom.
All right. Richie's up 5-3 now.
All right. Next one. This one's, I don't know if you guys will get this one.
Blue collar working man.
Is that Otis?
That is Otis.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep, that's Otis.
Good one.
I love Otis. I just heard him
was
on the
it-
Chris Van Vliet show today. He was great.
Was that his singles or was that Heavy Machinery?
Heavy Machinery had the beeping sound like the dumpster or like the
That's
dump
right.
truck,
This
or
was
the
just
garbage
Otis.
truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if you guys get this one.
Oh yeah, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
I love that song too. It's good for him. All right.
All right. John.
Oh man.
Bo
Good one.
Dallas.
Yeah, good one.
Bo Dallas.
I believe.
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 I believe that Hook sucks asshole.
Oh.
Take it down, Ricky. Take it down. All right.
Settle down, son.
Sorry, radio.
Let's see. Which one should I do now? Here we go. Who's up now? Richie. Right?
Richie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Enzo Amore.
That is Enzo Amore.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I wish I would have let that play a little bit more. My favorite part was coming up.
I love it. That's a great theme song for them.
Do-do-do-do-do.
All right. John, here's yours.
Oh, come on.
Christian, Father of the Year.
Father of the Year.
What a
There you
guy.
go.
Love
What a
it.
guy.
Love it. That was a good song.
All right. Let's see. Richie, here we go.
Yes, sir. John Moxley. Or Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. Yeah.
All right.
All right. John. This is a rough one. I don't know if you guys will get this one.
Joe Gomez.
No. Richie?
I'm going to go with that. Let's see. Ciclope.
Nope.
Is it Hector Guerrero?
It is not.
Okay.
It is the
Chavo.
Diamond Stud.
Oh, Diamond
Oh,
Stud,
shit.
okay.
Little early Scott Hall, huh?
Yeah, Diamond
Oh,
Stud.
okay. There you go.
So, all right. Here we go.
Glacier.
That is Glacier. I'm surprised you got it. Yeah.
Damn it.
All right. Let's go with the next
Fresh
one.
can of
here.
ass whipping over here.
This is rough.
John, here you go.
Oh, come on. Give him it. Come on.
The Head Shrinkers?
Oh, my God. It's Raven.
Oh, wow.
It's Raven.
Raven.
No idea.
What about me? What about Raven?
I'm not a
Purpose
Raven
was like
fan,
in
so I
phone.
would never have known that.
Yep, that's Raven.
All right.
What's the score?
9-6.
I have 10-6.
All right, might be
Yeah,
What does
10
my
to
score
6.
mean?
I'm
Can I
done
break it?
either way. I've lost this one, I think.
All right. Here's the next one.
Triple H.
That was
bonus
easy.
points. China also used it.
Montel.
Yes, they had two different versions of it. Yeah, but yes, yep, they both used it.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Let's pick one. Oh, here we go.
Coco Beware.
That is Coco Beware. I think I got one more for each now.
All right.
I think it is one more. Is it one more?
Yep.
Yep, looks like one more. All right, let's look here and see what I have.
Should have gone first.
Shouldn't have been.
Oh, here we go. Here's a good one.
Is that Sergeant Slaughter?
No.
No.
Oh, is that gonna be?
Oh, damn it! I knew it right after I said it. I think.
Is that the Misfits in action?
It is not. Richie, who do you think it is?
Okay, is it Buddy Lee Parker, Sergeant? Damn it! It's the guy from WCW. It's fuck, I can't think of his name. It's the trainer, isn't it?
Buddy Parker.
Nope.
Bill DeMott. No, it's not Bill DeMott.
Okay.
It's G.I. Bro.
G.I. Bro. I knew it was something like that.
All right, last one. Let's see
All
what
right.
we should do for the last one here. Here we go. This is a good one. This is an easy one.
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Great song, by the way.
The best one ever.
He needs to come back out with that.
Yeah.
One
I
day
agree.
he has to. That's an
I agree.
fucking awesome theme right there.
There's a petition that they're actually trying to get that to happen.
I bet you it could
Yeah.
one day.
Oh, but
Yeah.
the bad blood.
Wow. Well, I have lost this one, good boys. I
I
accept
just want to. I want to hear Jude the Dude announce me as the winner, though. That's
All right. So the winner of this competition of wrestling theme songs for Wrestling with Reality is none other than the man, the myth, and he's more of a legend than Taz and Hook put together. It is Richie.
dude. You're better than Bruce Buffer. I gotta give you a round of applause.
All right. You took your
Hey,
looks
John.
like a man.
Hey John, I'll take that shirt in XL. It'll be a straight up to 5 bowling T-shirt from our wonderful,
I think they're-
sponsor over there, Johnny P and Rad Rock.
I think they'll get their only. I think they'll get their only T-shirt sales of the year. Then, if I know the one you're thinking of,
That's
so
what I want.
it's gonna help out.
Yep.
It's gonna help out just a little bit, guys. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Rewind Punishment Bowl in the next episode. All right.
No problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, thanks,
No
guys.
problem, man.
Rewind.
Thanks,
Thanks, man.
Have a good one,
Jeremy,
guys.
thanks, brother.
Hey, man.
All right, Jude. Thanks, buddy.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, man.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Oh, another great time, guys.
Man.
Another great time. Each and every one of you guys. That was a lot of fun. I lost. Richie won. The better man won tonight. But you know what the good news is? On the
You're still a
next,
Hook fan. That's still the bad news.
the good news is we still have great music just like this to take us out tonight, guys. Just remember this, Richie. Redemption will come your way. Survive if I let you.
Oh, I don't have to
Hajime.
redeem- I don't have to redeem anything. I'm double champ now. Do you see it? It's right here. Double champ.
Bowling shirt for John on that one. Sean, we weren't doing any, I think, for the winners on this one. This was just a bragging rights competition this time, but over the next couple of times, we'll definitely have some stakes on the next one, Sean, or over the next couple one. But Richie wins this one, and you and Jude are the winners on this one. Put up a good fight. I tried Rewind. Even Taz had to take some licks at it.
Dude, you guys talked so much shit today. So much shit. And I would
Don't worry, it's coming back.
I would just like to thank you both personally for making this victory that much sweeter. It's okay. I'll hold up a cup of tears and chug that.
Richie, I think. Richie, I think your mic is muted right now. I think you might be.
I said I know you can't. I know you can't finish your beer. So
I mean, come on, he's doing this again, Richie. We're trying to run a professional outfit right here. We can't be having this.
I'll chug your tears, bro. It's cool. I'll chug your tears.
We hear you, Richie. You keep breaking up. Get in a better connection area.
Yeah, this is bullshit. I feel like Jim Ross in '98. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I said I'll chug your tears since you don't know how to finish your beer.
Oh, Richie, we had a purpose tonight. We did it, bro. You guys
This
did.
victory is for all you at home who hate Hook just as much as I do. Stay on that hill with me, fellas. This war is won.
Oh, jeez. No problem, Richie and John. The FTW family will come back for sweet revenge.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sending in for the Hook, okay?
I'm going to say AEW will beat WWE before that happens.
Guys, great time tonight. Lots of fun as always. We'll have some fun with this. We'll have some other competitions coming up and some other great topics, but we've gone a long time tonight. We appreciate everybody sticking with us for so long. Always a blast. I think this is our longest one we've done yet. Had a lot of fun, guys, but it's time to wrap it up for the night. Keep an eye out on the streams this week. Who knows? If we get a little time, we definitely might do an impromptu one later on this week. But if not, next week, same time, same place, we'll pick some great topics to talk about. Last week, raise your hand, not Taz, if you like Hook. Everybody loves it. That's why we're all raising our hand.
Supposed to raise my hand.
We love Hook. We love him. Thanks for the show. Have a good night. Thanks, Rewind. Thanks to everybody. You guys are awesome. We hope you have a great rest of the night. And thanks for joining us tonight on the stream. We'll see you guys again on the next episode of Wrestling with Reality.